gracious. I like
Yeah.
to thank I like to thank my family and
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So how you been, man?
man, I've been doing good, man. I'm excited about this. Man, I'm excited as a midget hooker in high heels right now. But I've already had like 2 cups of coffee, so I'm jumping like a disco.
I've got one coffee. I've got one coffee going right now. I've got a little bit of a an espresso happening here. Some really
Oh,
good shit right there. Yep.
I hear you, bud. I had a special cup. I got some beans that I hand whittled myself this morning, and
Oh,
so
cool.
I'm joking. No,
Hand
just
with beans.
yeah. I take my coffee seriously.
No joke. Me too. Probably too seriously.
I hear you, buddy. My goodness. The problem is, the older I get, as far as the bathroom, I have to run back and forth because it runs through me. But this is what I did though. I just got some Depends on, so I'll be able to shoot the whole time, not have to worry about it. Um,
Perfect.
so if you see me kind of just move around a little bit, that means I'm just shaking it
I know
off.
what's going on.
Do you know what's going on?
Oh, that's sweet.
How you been, buddy?
We're surviving, man. Everything's kind of it's kind of weird up here lately, but we're doing all right, I guess.
Man, I can't believe I'm talking to you, man. It's like I told you before. It's like talking to Elvis.
Yeah, that's like an angry cussing Elvis.
I, I was
That's
telling
pretty much
somebody
me.
else the other day. I was watching you were doing another live, and I was like, I hope you don't change anything, as far as what you say and everything. Cause it's perfect. It's perfect, man. I like it.
No, no, no. I'm gonna be me no matter what. The
No,
pe-
no,
the
yeah,
pe-
yeah.
the people who
Again,
treat me good get treated good. The people who treat me bad, well, bad shit's gonna be said about their moms. You
and
know,
that's true.
that's
Man, we
pretty
think
much
alike,
it.
man. I was like, you come at me, I'm coming at your mom, buddy.
Oh
That is
man.
well, man. I'm glad. Thank you for doing this, man. I tell you, I mean, I've been since day one, buddy. I think you were probably my second channel I came across, man. Man, I owe you a lot, buddy.
Oh
And
wow.
I
Wow. You
appreciate
know
it,
what?
man.
You know what? No, no, no joke. Uh, I started watching your channel pretty much from the get go. I mean, you had only a couple of videos up when I started watching you, and
Right.
you are like the one of the most creative. And I gotta tell you, the way you put your videos together, your editing and everything is off the charts, man. It's like
Oh, I appreciate that.
it's crazy, dude. Like it's really good.
Yeah, I pay like probably about $70,000 a year to an editor to get all that done. So yeah, it's no, no, I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
right.
Now, I beat myself up much about a lot about the recording, but I tell you, I try to keep it simple. But I appreciate you saying that. But man, look, the honor's mine, man. I tell you what, I devour everything you put out, and I appreciate what you do because I mean, this is good because like especially like today, you get to shoot with people from another country, So
Yeah, yeah.
now is Canada considered another country?
I don't even know if we're considered a country anymore.
I'm joking, man. Hey, we love you guys.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm not
kidding.
even sure we're considered a country anymore. Yeah. Well, you
Well,
never
how
know.
is it
50.
with slingshots over there? I mean, are you like by yourself? Do you have people, or is there clubs? What's going on
There's
around you?
nothing.
Nothing.
There's nothing. I have never met or shot a person with a person in the wild ever.
Well, I hope you ain't shot a person. That'd be
No, I try not to do that. Yeah, yeah.
okay. Okay, yeah,
I
we
try
got
not
some
to.
rules.
You
No, that's wild, man. So this right here, this is the way you get to shoot with people,
This is the only way.
man.
And the cool thing is, like, I don't know, I've kind of messed around with a little bit, like starting a club or doing something like
Right.
that, whatever. But I don't know. I just don't have the time for that really to really put in like jump in both feet and get a club going. And
Uh huh.
like I'm not worried about doing the teaching part of it and all that stuff. That I could do pretty easily. But the rest of it, it's like, man, it's
I was thinking about it the other day because I mean, where I'm at, I've got shooters within distance, but we don't get together. We talk sometime, but you're right. It's just the logistics of it and the time, man. It's finding time to do something like that. I mean, even like doing stuff like this, with my work, I'm seasonal, so I start slowing down towards the winter. So this is the
yeah.
only time I can really do stuff like this. But time's a big thing, man. I totally understand that. I mean, I barely got enough time to do pole dancing at the rest home anymore. Uh, it's tough.
You got to make ends meet the way you got to make ends meet, man. That's it.
And I knew you would feel that comment because I mean, looks like something you're into too. So.
Yep, yep. That's it. I just need a really big pole. That's the only
That's
difference.
it.
Yeah,
I'm painting visuals now, man.
yeah.
Oh goodness.
So what
What?
are you shooting today?
What? Look, I brought everything. I'm going to be going to the Georgia Bushcraft in
Oh,
about 3 weeks, and so we shoot over there. We show people how to shoot and stuff. I'm gonna tell you what. God, I wish everybody could go to that event. It is a phenomenal event and simple. And I'm not putting a plug in here, but um, Simple Shots got like, they pretty much take over this event for our slingshots. I mean, we got like 3 booths up there, teach people how to shoot, have contests. Last year we made natties, but that event, I'm telling you, if you're into bushcraft, I'm telling you what, it is worth it, dude.
well,
You got everything out there, every knife maker, every
I
they
used to
teach
follow the
you.
bush. I used to follow the Georgia bushcraft thing way back in the day when I was into bushcraft. That's been going on forever.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's been
and
going on
that's how.
forever.
Yeah, and I remember in the beginning of your channel, you were into bushcraft.
Yeah, well, before this channel, I had a bushcraft
Yeah,
channel.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I remember. Well, that's what got me in this thing too. I kind of that's my angle at this too. I come from a bushcraft, survival type deal. I was a Navy SEAL for years, and so
Oh, wow.
no, I'm not. I'm joking.
I don't know. You never know with Ken, man. He's
I
got the
know.
beard. He looks like an
Listen,
operator. You know.
listen. 80% of what I say is bullshit. Okay. Um,
Oh, that's
no, but
awesome.
seriously, but that's my background. I come in, so I mean, I just clicked with the Georgia Bushcraft. I've been going there for the last 3 or 4 years, helping with that, man. But anyway, I said all that to say this. You asked what I'm shooting. I'm shooting I've got a couple things out here. I'm gonna be shooting a lot of clays because at the event we shoot clays, and
Yeah,
I can tell you, man, the more I shoot clays, I like it, man. I really like it. Now, I'll always shoot steel, but man, I've been love shooting these clays, but today I'm shooting. Lord, I'm gonna be shooting a sparrow. I got my old school out today. I mean, I don't know what it is. And you might be the same way. I mean, after a while, I start reverting back to how I started. Some of the frames that I started with. It just
yep.
I don't know. That's where I'm at now. Because people say, "What's your favorite frame?" Well, pretty much what I'm shooting now. But this is one of them. This is not the favorite frame, but I'm gonna be shooting this with clays today. Uh,
I saw you shooting that in a recent video. You were shooting something else, and then you ended up switching to that one. And you were
yeah,
nailing
yeah.
everything with
Well,
it. Yeah,
this sparrow, I've had this one for 5 years. This
I,
is the
I've got
first
the
one I
exact
bought.
same one.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is about it, but it's a comfort frame to me. I'll just, if I'm just having a bad day at the range, I can't really get on. I'll go grab this or another and just fire a couple shots. Next thing you know, you out of that funk you're in.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
in one the other day. I'll just shoot it. I just posted a video. Man, I missed a shot from 10 yards. I mean, it's a big shot. I missed it like 4 or 5 times. It
yeah.
was
That,
just
that's the
a hit.
video I just finished watching, and then you pick that thing up, and that's it.
Well, yeah, and all that was true, and I didn't. The only clips in that, and I have to clip some of it because I have somebody walk up or something like that. But as far as the shooting, I just filmed the shooting. But man, that was actual. Because sometimes you get locked in, man. You can't. Why am I missing this daggone thing? Then all of a
Yeah,
sudden you grab something else, and sometimes that can really do it. Um, but yeah,
and
that's what
then you can't
happened. But
miss.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna be shooting up spare today. The Axiom, man, I love this Axiom. I don't
I
have
got
the.
I got mine out today.
Oh man, this thing. I'll tell you, I got both. I've got the where's my other one at? I've got a. Oh, check this one. I want to show you this. Um, I've been the East Coast. I shot the Axiom, and I mean, I did good. I think I finished second to last in the whole tournament, so I did pretty good from last year. Um, that was a joke, man. Come on, man.
You did better than last year.
Hey, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start carrying me a little applause thing I can mash.
Yeah,
A laugh thing.
I was sitting there. I'm like, what?
And also, too, I get to talking so fast because those 2 cups of coffee just hit me about 2 minutes ago, and I'm
Oh
jumping
man,
like a
you're doing
disco.
good.
Oh man, I'm jumping like a disco inside. Check that out. That's the Axiom right there. I put those Talon grips. I'm not trying to do a commercial, but people ask me all the time, like, do those make the difference? I'm gonna tell you what. On these metal frames, especially, man, it's only like $14, and they're already
I,
pre-cut.
I'm thinking about doing that myself because I do find the Axum a little bit slippy.
I did
The Yeah,
exactly.
I find it a little bit slippy, but besides that, everything else is like bang on with this thing. Shoots great.
Oh, we're in the same spot, and
Yep.
with the Talon grips, it wraps on the side too, because this is where right here where it slips on me, right up here. But yeah, that the Pro Series with the Talon grips, you could even if you get the thermoplastic with the Talon grips. I got one of those set up. Man, it'll change your life. I'm telling you. But that's pretty much. I got about 5 more frames, but oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be shooting the old school Scout. This is the one, the original. But yeah, this has
It's Scout X.
yeah, no, Scout X LT. This is the
Oh,
original.
the original
Yeah,
Scout
this is
LT.
not the
Yeah,
new one. This is the original. I don't know. This was I can get on with this one pretty quick. I don't know why. I even put my own sights
I've
on.
had 4 of those.
Yeah, yeah. I keep them around. I just for some reason. What are you shooting?
I've got the I've got the Axiom that you sent me. We're gonna be
Oh,
shooting this
right
guy
on.
today. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, got the purple.
yeah. I got the purple on there. The purple, sexy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got this one here from Jordan, the
Ooh.
Kodiak.
Oh, that's a sweet. I've seen this car. I've never shot it, but I've seen it.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
I like
Jordan
the
does
handle. I like
he
it
does
because
insane work.
I love it
Yeah,
because your hand don't
but
slide off the end of it.
oh no, there's no sliding on this thing. It
That's
locks you in like no one's business. You're not going anywhere on this thing.
yeah. Jordan knows
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Oh, he does. And I'm gonna be shooting my Avro
Ooh.
now.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is one that I make.
I was almost going to reach for it.
Yeah, yeah. This is one that I make.
God, are you
Yeah,
kidding me, dude?
but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to shoot. But there's a little twist.
I like the
I've
pinky
been
on.
I've been I've been dabbling a little bit with 1/4 inch steel. So
Ooh.
all of these frames are all set up with 1/4 inch steel. So we'll see how we do about it today. I was shooting this guy yesterday and absolutely killing with it, but the
Uh,
day before I couldn't hit anything. So
wow.
we'll see how we do today.
Yeah, I
But
want to see how fast you can get them things. I've got a couple. I got some 1/4 inch. I shot a couple weeks ago. I've got like 4 containers of it. I need to fire some of that stuff.
yeah,
But I shoot 8 millimeter most of the time.
yeah, me
Um,
too.
but other than that, I've got a ton of 1/4 inch. And man, if I can get to take down a squirrel, I'd put it in my survival bag. I've never really experimented a lot with 1/4 inch. I'll be honest with you. I've got a bunch of it, but I'd be curious to see how yours goes today.
No,
That's
I'm only 2 days in. If you can
oh
imagine that. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I tried it 2 days ago. I posted my absolute failure on Facebook. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
here we go, first shots with 1/4 inch. I figured it was going to go way better than that, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm putting it up there. It is what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. ATO stinks it up sometimes too. You know,
Oh no,
it's
you
part of
don't,
shooting.
man.
Yeah,
Well, I tell people too. You don't have to be a good marksman. You just got to be a good editor. That's the key.
that's right. Yeah,
And just don't go live a lot if you
yeah.
can't shoot.
Yeah, I've been going live for so long. Like I guess it's I must be somewhere around a year now where I've just been doing this Sunday morning coffee with ATO. I think I've missed like 2 episodes in a whole year,
Oh,
and I've
when I've
been
been talking to people about it, they've got used to it. So that's awesome.
oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. So a lot of times we come out here, we just we shoot the shit, do some
Yeah.
shooting, have some fun. Sometimes the trolls come in and just get crazy with you, and then I just start pull out the guns and I start attacking.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So sometimes you just got to,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Sometimes if they come swinging for the fence,
yeah.
I'll say a
I've,
couple things to them.
I've actually had a couple people though get upset at me for doing that. I had a couple of I had a couple of messages in my box saying I don't know why you talk like that and blah blah blah. I'm like, look, man, I'm a pretty easy to go get along
Right.
with guy. I'm chill with everybody. And it
Right.
doesn't matter where you're from, what your orientation is,
Yeah.
what religion you are. I don't care. Come on
Yeah.
in. You like slings? This is the place for it.
Right.
What I don't accept is hatred or any of that stuff. Or you want to make fun of me? Go right ahead. I mean,
Right.
I'm good with it. I can
Oh yeah.
laugh it off. But I'm not going to take any kind of disrespect to my people in the chats
Oh,
or
certainly.
yeah. I
Oh,
can't do it.
yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You can come on, but if you're gonna, yeah, if you go that route, then yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. You got to be,
Yeah.
you got to protect you got to protect your other guys, So,
Yeah. You can only turn the other cheek before you start slapping some.
and I did. I remember when I first started, man. I'm gonna tell you what. When I first started making videos, it was rough, buddy. I enjoy doing it. I still enjoy doing it, but it was rough at the beginning because, man, I don't know. When you start, sometime you attract every troll in the world, and they just come on. They just and it's hard, man. It's hard not to bite your tongue. And
Yeah,
I've had to, erase some stuff. But man, but yeah,
yeah.
of late I've been lucky. I've been lucky, and I just ignore them a lot of times. Just like
Have, have you
unless
ever
it just gets weird.
have you ever considered doing lives yourself?
You know what? I want to. I just. I'll be honest with you. I don't. I don't. This is my first live. I don't know much about it. So
Yeah.
yes, I don't know if it's. I don't know much about it. I don't know the data. I don't know if it's something I need to do, should do, whatever. I'm a poor, far as YouTube and stuff like that. I make videos, but I don't really pay attention to the analytics and stuff like that. So if
The
it,
one thing I will say for you, for you, man, is if you're looking to try to grow your channel in any way,
uh
shape, or form, use this as advertisement.
yeah,
It's the best way I can put it. So
okay,
when you come on out here and you do these lives, you bring in people that are not really into the sport
right,
sometimes, and a lot of them are kind of like, "Wow, this shit's cool,"
right,
and they stick around, and then they
right,
end up following your channel. They get into the sport, which is
yeah,
what we're all doing this for, right?
right.
And it'll definitely help in bring in some people. Yes, you're gonna have to deal with the trolls and everything, but I've got Mr. Altriano down there. I've got Hoggy. I've got Leon. I've got all these guys on there that take care of all the douchebags for me. So
Oh,
they
that's
just
awesome.
come in. Yeah, they just come in, and these guys start popping up. They'll give them one warning, and they're gone.
Oh man, you gotta like set up. You got like a tribe. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's very easy to do. It's very easy to do. All
I
you got to do is click on the name.
uh
A little menu will pop up on the bottom. You can say add as moderator. That's it.
oh see that well see that's the biggest thing is like I think it's complicated. So that's why if I just never pursued it because I'm thinking it's just going to be a crap show every time. But I guess it's not. I see
No,
the
no.
value in it. Other people, uh, T Rex and them, they've talked. They do it, and there's a couple other guys that do it, and so
Yeah,
I need to do it. I need to do it. I'll try it.
Rex is actually the first one to ever get me live.
Okay.
He hit me up one day and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go live. Do you want to go live with me?" And I'm like, I don't know. Sure,
Well,
let's do it." I mean,
yeah, that's
Rex
why
is
I
a
was.
good dude. Yeah, Rex is a good dude. So I'm like, "Yeah, I'll hang out with Rex." I mean,
Yeah.
what's the let's do it. So we went out, and we started shooting, and I realized how it works. And I was so amazed that I was talking to a guy from
Right.
another country live, like we're having a conversation face to face, and I'm like,
Right.
okay, I gotta do this more. This is so much fun. I have
Heck
no
yeah.
shooters here to hang out with or and kind of, bump shit off of and practice
Right.
things. But when you're live like this, no problem.
Yeah.
Except for when YouTube fucks with you and he does this to my
I know.
live. That's
I,
it. Yeah,
well, I'm glad you told me all this because again, I just didn't have the data. I see people
yeah.
doing it, and I'm just, I'm like, is it beneficial? Is it hard? I don't have any data. Okay, so
Uh,
I'm definitely not anti lives. I want to do.
But
I'll free.
if you ever have any questions, if you ever have any questions, hit me up with a message or give me a call. I'll walk you through anything you need to do.
Absolutely, I'll do that
Any, anything you
because
need to do.
I may do some live like I like with my shirt off and stuff. You know,
Get some
I
flex
think
and get oiled up.
yeah, while
Do
I'm
a
doing
little bit
kind
of
of the
Turkish
pull it
olive
down
oil
and pull it
wrestling.
back. Yeah,
Shit, you're gonna
a
wind up
little
on the
something
cover of
different.
Maxim doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Well, how's your weather? I mean, is it colder there?
Oh
What's
yeah,
your
it's cold. Look, like normally I'm like a grizzly bear. I don't get cold, but I'm in my bearskin hoodie this morning because
That's what
it's
I was asking. I'm in a t-shirt and you've
yeah
got a coat on there.
yeah.
How's
You
it
can see the
affecting your man?
jealousy in my face, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man,
know.
this sun feels oh man, too hot today. Um, well, is it affecting your bands any?
I don't know. I haven't shot yet, but I think you can see my breath a little, just a little bit. But I don't know. We're probably around 4 or 5 degrees this morning. So
What in holy cow?
yeah, Canada sucks, bro. I don't know why people fucking live here.
Oh my,
To
that's
be honest.
5 degrees.
Yeah, it's like
Oh
five
my
or six
god.
degrees. I've had to scrape the windows on my car 2 times last week.
God, when you said that, my sphincter just froze up. That is cold.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, it's hard to look manly in weather like this, my friend. Let me tell you.
well, you really have to pay attention to your bands then, what kind you use, because some bands they work good and cold, some don't, But
Yeah.
God,
Well,
you have to really pay attention.
I'm shooting precise .4 today. tapered from 18 to 12. So
Oh,
I'm a little
being
concerned about the cold.
yeah, it's not
I'm a
gonna hold
little
a lot of
concerned.
heat.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
have to we'll have to make some adjustments. I think.
well,
Actually,
here,
can you
go
hold down the fort for 2 seconds? I left all my ammo inside. It's
go ahead. I'm
right
gonna
there. I'll
fire a
just grab it.
shot.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
two
fire a
seconds.
shot. See what mine's doing today. Heck yeah, I gotta take my glasses off to shoot. I can't. I need to read who's in the comments.
Yeah, we should probably say hi to the boys
I didn't. There's
and
Donald.
some of the girls. Scaling bones. Hey, Benji, you're in here, buddy. What's going on? What coffee do I got? I'm drinking an espresso this morning. This is an espresso. I can't remember which model it's called, but it's like magic in your mouth. It's like there's a party in your mouth. It's like a bunch of angels came in your mouth. That's what it tastes like. That's the best way I could put it.
I'll buy it.
yeah, yeah.
What an advertisement.
What's up, Chad?
Oh man, Squatch is in here too.
Kyle, my man.
Benji's in here.
Hoggy's in here.
Y'all have to forgive me because I'm trying to read in a
Jack, Mark, Roy.
man.
Yeah, we got all the good ones in here today.
You got some good guys in here. Good.
My boy Leon.
Wow.
I'm so disappointed they did this again. I'm pissed
Well, I
because
see you fine. I mean, if I see all this, especially when you back up, I see all of you. But right now, I still got your face and everything.
yeah, but you don't want to see this thing all day. I mean, come on, that's
Man,
brutal.
that's a
That's
pretty
brutal.
face right there. I need to fire this thing. It's starting to get a little chilly here. I know that's nothing. I mean, that means nothing to you. It can be like 30 degrees here, and that's summer to you. But
I just need to go up another 5 degrees, and this sweater's coming off. That's all
oh
I
yeah,
need. Yeah, yeah. This is good old
oh,
Canadian weather. Yeah, our Air Force is flying around everywhere too. You can hear them sometimes. They're invading the U.S. right now.
oh really?
Yeah, all those Canadian geese. You know,
Oh, here they go.
they're
That is
carpet
something
bombing
else.
the U.S. with big brown turds right now.
Oh no, I got a shoot box set up out here, and I got a spinner in it. I try to pick the biggest spinner I could. That way, if I'm missing, I won't miss as much.
Yeah.
But now the thing's turned to the side. I gotta try to spin it around. But I tell you, what do you think about? Tell me what you think about sights, and you can be honest, and I'll be
I
honest
I
with
I
you too.
I hate them with a passion.
What's your big deal? And tell me your reservation. I'll tell you mine.
The only thing I don't like about them is I find when you're shooting at 10 meters, it's usually not a problem.
Right,
Now, for me, I am point on with a 90 millimeter fork width. So
right,
when I'm shooting my Avro, for example, that's part of the reason why I designed it. I like a very very sharp corner
crisp
to
corner.
shoot
Yeah,
off of, and it's right at 90 millimeters. So I take this and I drop that in the center of my target and I hit it. It's
perfect,
pretty much it's pretty much that.
perfect.
When I have a sight, a couple of things I don't like about them is the sight kind of sticks up higher than the fork.
Right, right, right.
So it increases the fork width, and at a longer distance, this will block your target.
Yeah.
So when you hit,
I've heard
when
the
you,
same. That's why I asked. I've heard the same thing. You know, and I'm to be honest with you, I I got a love hate relationship with them too. Um,
yeah,
I my thing is sort of the same as yours. My big thing is I can deal with it on the axiom versus the one I made. This one right here is this black one is a little higher off
yeah,
the tip. I don't like that. Um,
yeah,
it's
that's
just like
rough.
the only reason I do like I can deal with the like on the axiom. And I'm not trying. Let me just say this too before I'm an ambassador for Simple Shot. Okay, you know this, but I'm not. Just because I'm showing, I'm not trying to advertise or anything like that. I like their stuff. Okay, that's just the way it is. But I think they did these probably the best out of what I've seen because it's close to the tip. That's the only thing. But when you, like you said, even this, when you get further out, begins to be an issue.
Yeah,
But but yeah, I was just curious. I got a love hate relationship with them. Like I said, with 10 meters right now, shooting this one because it's so close to the corner. It's okay. This one's a little different because it sits higher and it's a little frustrating. But I was just curious your opinion on it.
But
I
like even in this catch box, that little yellow dot that's down at the bottom, that's a 12 millimeter flipper.
uh-huh.
And even at 10 meters with a sight, it becomes problematic.
Is that yeah, okay, yeah,
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 because it's
yeah,
so small. On a 40, we're good all day. Oh, thank you very much, Benji, man. You're the man. You just made me Oprah rich. That's it. Yeah, yeah. But that's even on a small little target like that'll just cover that right up.
right.
And on a 40, it's not so bad. But
Right.
well, we'll see how it goes today.
Yeah, we had the same. Yeah, we're on the same page as that. Because people ask me that all the time about the. I mean, again, I like them, but they got to be set up right. And I'll really honestly, for 10-meter shooting, it works out. But yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just curious, but I tell people too now. I mean, I, you know, learn to shoot without them too. I mean, if you don't just shoot with them, learn to
Yeah,
shoot without them because again, a lot of frames don't have them. I agree with you. I like to get a frame that's got a good crisp edge. Um, if it's got a crisp corner, a lot of times I don't want a optic on it. If it has that, I'd rather just
but
use that. But
you know what? Andy Lowe has a gasser that he got from Jordan that he had made the sight in
I
on the
saw
fourth.
that.
You saw that. That is
Yeah,
perfect.
I I've never
That's
seen them
perfected.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That would
perfection.
be perfect because it doesn't come off. I seen the same one, and Andy's a super dude. He's coming
Yeah,
to the Georgia Bushcraft with us.
yeah.
Man, it's gonna be awesome.
I just had him on too last weekend or the weekend before. I just had
Yeah.
him on Sunday morning coffee. I love hanging with that dude, man.
Oh,
And
he's a
Andy's a
phenomenal.
freaking man. Yeah.
I met him just recently at the East Coast slingshot tournament. First time. You would think I'd known this dude all my life. I mean, just he was just a phenomenal guy, and so yeah, we just kind of hooked up and clicked. But I'm gonna tell
So
you what,
cool.
that speed shooting, that dude makes me sick, dude. That dude. I mean, and here's my problem. I'm left eye dominant. Okay,
Yep.
it's gonna be a lot left eye dominant, but I'm right-handed. So this poses a problem for me because I want to shoot my left eye, and that's what I do. So I have to shoot backwards. I shoot left-handed. So speed shooting is hard for me because I don't have I can't do this number and feed and all that. I'm fumbling
Getting the
around. So,
dexterity in your hand is kind of
oh
messed
man,
up.
I don't have it. He does, man. It's just man, I want to call him and just talk crap to him every time he does it. He makes it look so easy. That dude, he can drill it, dude.
I know.
But
I'm sitting here loading my pouch with two hands,
that's me.
and, and
I
he's
love
already
looking
fired
at him.
off 6 shots.
That's
It's
me, and
so
I'm
annoying.
lining it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll never be a gunslinger with a slingshot, but
No,
that's what's tough about like, and I'm not. You have to excuse me. My nose just started running all of a sudden, but I might have to run and grab something. But
no
that's
worries.
what that's kind of I ain't gonna say frustration, but kind of like when you go to a tournament and you got like you take East Coast. I'm not crapping on it. I loved it. It was a great experience. Great experience. The guys that put it together, they did an awesome job. I mean, they really great. My drawback is not to that. It's just that on the events, you got scoreboard events. You got like 3 or 4 scoreboard events. One of those is the speed shooting, and because of that, I'm always going to suck at speed shooting.
Yeah.
So I can go do good in everything else and just bomb at that. I'll never. I'm not really a competitive guy anyway, but it's just I'll never win that if it has that because I'll never be a good speed shooter. You know, I can probably do it good enough to make a decent score, but not enough to win something if that's part of the scoring. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably in the same boat too. Really, I
Yeah.
mean, I could probably get off around 5 shots. I don't know. I should probably tell myself. I don't really know. Maybe in between
It's
like 5 and 10 shots in a minute if I'm really pushing it. But my
right.
accuracy is gonna stink. You
Well,
know.
that's kind of where I'm at because I'm just forced to load, shoot, and then if I don't get in my head, I can do about the same, you know. But it's hard, man, trying to load like that. Now, just shooting like regular, I don't have any problem. It don't manifest then. It's just with speed shooting, and sometimes I'll get a little trim. But other than that, I like it because it gives me an excuse for missing too. So
Yeah.
I just tell people I'm shooting left-handed. That's why I'm missing. So.
Whatever works. Whatever
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
But
that's what I plan. That's what I plan to use today. I'm missing
I,
because I'm shoot left-handed.
I tried shooting a little bit with to try to learn how to do the speed shooting and shooting high style.
Right.
And I was on here at live with Andy from Sling and Clay, and I ended up shooting myself in the hand 3 times. I'm like,
That sucks so
fuck
bad.
this, fuck you and your speed shooting. I'm not doing it.
Oh,
No more.
yeah, I just I can't make it work. Hey, I even bought. Let me show you this. I even bought this. Let me duck real quick. I even bought this for the tournament. I mean, this is the probably the worst slingshot ever. But I was desperate and I needed something for speed shooting. So I went to Amazon. Look, check this out. It it sucks. But the principle, I got this a little longer, but it actually goes down, it reels. The band goes down in here. And so just for
Oh wow,
reloading, I can shorten this band to where about like this to where reloading, it'll be sitting like this,
so
ready
it'll
for
stick out. Yeah, yeah.
right. So I can just pull back and then pull back. I don't have to think about this part, but it's still hard to do with this. But end up buying this, $19. But and it's not a good slingshot. But I bought that for speed shoot, and it didn't help. I still, God, man, I bombed it bad. I bombed
Yeah.
it bad. But I had a good time. Had a real good time. Met some good people. I'm gonna tell you what. That's
What would
what's
you
cool
say?
about those is I got people walking up, and I'm finally putting names for faces because I go
Yeah,
by
yeah,
like T Rex or Double D's, but then when you meet the people, oh man, they're great. They're
yeah.
great. We got a good community, man. I'm telling you.
I got a good core group of guys that I chat with on the regular. Like I'm always talking with Leon and Hoggy and
Leon.
Andy and the Hicks family. How you doing, Mrs.
Oh
Hicks?
yeah, they're great
You know,
too.
yeah. There's a lot of them that I talk to on the T Rex. There he is. I
Yeah.
talk to a lot of these people on the regular, and they're all another one. There's so many good people in the community. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and most of those you just named, I met for the first time, and I met before like at East Coast or something, and they those people they're just as genuine. They're
Oh
not
yeah.
fake people, man. I mean, off the camera, just they're great. They're absolutely. I mean, just some of the we got a good community.
Oh yeah.
Very few duds, but we've got a good community.
Yeah, my,
So.
my buddy Kyle too is another one I talk to on the regular. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them in here that are just as awesome as they get, really. You know?
Well, everybody thinks good of you too. I think I may have sent you a text or something. I don't know, or inbox. When I come back from East Coast, your name. I heard your name a lot. I heard your name a lot. And it was in the context of, basically, I'm just starting, and I didn't know I started watching ATO, and then that's kind of how everybody had a story about ATO, about you. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now
You,
I
you
can
know
say
that's
I've actually talked to him, so I'm like in the club now.
yeah, absolutely you are, Vandal. And the crazy thing is too is, man, there were some times like I'm doing these lives, I'm having some fun. This is the best part of the YouTube thing for me is
Oh yeah.
having these conversations with you guys. Like
Oh,
get like
absolutely.
when I'm chatting with you, chatting with Jordan. Like Andy. There's so many people, but every now and then I have these people that just out of random send me these messages saying like, dude, I couldn't hit a fucking thing, and then I watched your video on
Right,
on
right.
this or that, and he's like, man, it makes me feel so
Yeah.
good that shit that I'm putting out is actually helping some people.
I'm
You know?
telling you, man, it does. And the way you
Yeah.
do it, I mean, even the band testing and stuff like that, everything's valuable. Everything's valuable. I mean, yours is more like I consider yours like a resource, you know, and I,
Yeah.
and it's and that's the stuff I hear. But I want to let you know if I hadn't already told you, man, I'm gonna tell you, you are well respected, especially at the
Oh,
East
that's
Coast.
that's awesome to hear. It's kind
Yeah.
of weird to hear, to be honest, but it's awesome.
Well, no, but now here in my trailer park, it's not. You're not. No one knows you here. But
Yeah.
no, I'm just kidding.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah. I
no,
got to
but
carry around the stick to keep away the fans.
I hear you, but you had to beat them off. And I know how that feels, man. Everywhere I go to Piggly Wiggly, I have to beat them off. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, I thought I'd let you know that, man. I heard your name so much, I got sick. I was like, well, I shoot too. Mark, he don't have this wrapped up.
Yeah.
But
One time,
appreciate
one
you though.
time out on the street, I had one person just scream "ATO," and I never got to even see who they were. I just like, what the fuck?
Ain't that something? I've had it. Listen, ain't that neat? I've had it happen one time to me too. I'm not just making this up, and it happened at church. I'm not lying.
No way.
I go to this big old church in town, and I'm going guy walked at me, and he's been going to my church for a couple of times. He walked up to me in the vestibule and everything. So yeah, even even God's paying attention to me. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm
Yeah,
saying, but yeah, I've had that one person, and I went on that for days, man. Yeah, man, everybody knows me.
yeah.
So I
It
started
it
doing
kind
autographs.
it kind of freaked me out a little, to be honest. I was kind of like,
It does.
yeah, I like the anonymous part about it, even though it's not really anonymous. Like people, I've got millions of views at this point, but just having somebody not like not knowing somebody in person or walking around and being noticed or whatever it is, like I kind of feel comfort in that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one ATO kind of fucked it up for me,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think the big thing is like, and at the tournaments too, or if I go to a gathering, something like that, man, I will tell you, it's. I love talking to people, and I think sometimes people can be a little, if they see me or something like that, I just come talk to me. I man, I'll talk to anybody.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'm
I
the same.
yeah, it's like some people don't want to approach you because well, you don't want to talk. Man, I'll talk to everybody. Everybody. Man, I'd hate to hear someone that didn't want to talk to me because they thought maybe I didn't have time for them or something like that. Man, shoot, come talk to
Yeah,
me.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I've heard about that. A few people that were at ECST, they were just kind of like standoffish with people, and like,
yeah.
well,
Oh, I've
why,
seen that.
yeah, why show up if you don't want to talk to people? Like,
Right,
I don't get it,
exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, and unfortunately, you do have that, but I just, I try to be different. If you're shooting by yourself, I'm gonna come talk to you. Um, that's just the way I am.
yeah.
But other than that, yeah,
I got to try taking a couple of shots, see if I can
yeah.
hit
I was gonna
anything
tell.
with
I
this
looked down. I was like, I better grab a slingshot.
with
Uh,
this quarter inch.
yeah, I wanna hear the feedback on that because I've got a ton of it.
I find it's a little bit weird. The first pouch that I used. Actually, I'll show it to you. The first pouch that I used at first, the pouch was very firm. I was using one of these guys.
Uh huh.
It was very firm when I first put it on, and
Right.
when I was shooting with it, my release just stunk it up, and it wasn't feeling nice in the hand at all.
So the more
So
you worked in it, the worse it just got.
yeah, I think that's what happened yesterday because I was out down on the grass down over there, and I was hitting the squirrel ball and everything. So I mean,
Right.
that's pretty good.
Right.
The but I don't know. We'll see how it goes today.
Well, I've also heard too. You go ahead and shoot. That if you start shooting quarter inch or shoot something smaller, it'll help. It can help if when you go up. So if you shoot quarter inch for a while, then go up to an eight. I think it kind of helps with your release, I guess.
Yeah, it'll definitely help clean up your release for sure.
Right. So
Yeah,
sometimes it may not be a bad thing, but
and help out with any grip issues. You said you're gonna have to work through some stinking it up first. That's the only thing.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
Well, me and you have got plenty of excuses to miss today. Ooh. So the good thing about it is my camera angle. I'm not showing my shoot box, and it wasn't
Yeah.
on purpose, but
Everything's a hit.
everything's hit, buddy. I just tore the frame off that one. I missed the whole thing. Let me see if I can even hit. It's still turned. I know what it is.
I'm
It's
shooting quite high though. That's really weird.
well, I've got my readers on, my reading glasses, and I've got a pair of glasses. I just my regular ones, but they got scratched up, so I'm using my readers, but I can't shoot with them. I know some people get weird about the whole glasses thing, but oh, I got it. I just see. I took off my glasses and tore it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even when I wore glasses,
Hmm.
I couldn't shoot with them on. I wouldn't hit a damn thing.
I'm the same way, man, and I hear, I get it. There's I call them the hall monitors. Put on safety glasses. I get what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I'm not anti it. Like when I go to this event, we wear it because new shooters. But on my personal shooting, um, I don't know, man. I just
Well, you're a grown ass man who can make his own decisions and
well, I tell
weigh the
people it's
risk.
like it's my eyes. I mean, it's my choice, my eyes. And but here's the thing, too, man. Um, Again, I'll never discourage it, but if you want to shoot with them, fine. I would always say be safe, but um, I just can't. It's just difficult for me, man. And what I do, hold on just a second. Ooh,
Well, look at Andy Latham. He won ECST.
yeah,
He won ECST shooting with glasses on.
right.
And if I put them on, I can't hit a damn thing. So
Oh, I'm the same way, buddy.
yeah,
I'll shoot all around it. But here's the thing, too, man. I mean, I'm all about safety. I get it, but this is something too that I see in sometimes in the community when it comes to safety. It's like I'm not going to pay attention. Don't pay attention to how you set up your targets or what you're shooting at. Just throw on safety glasses, you'll be okay. In other words, I've seen people set up a target that is a return to sender. You know,
yeah,
and and they don't wear safety glasses. My thing is like do safety practices. If you're not going to wear safety glasses, that's fine. But at least do safety practices. Don't shoot at something. That's why I tell people too. I might not wear those, but I guarantee you what I'm shooting at is not coming back at me. You know.
yeah.
So
You did a great video on that, talking about your targets and all that stuff, and how to make make sure they don't have return to senders and all that stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you know that those metal flippers that you have,
yep, yep,
those three set up on your catch box.
yep.
That very thing is what I started off shooting off in the beginning.
Right,
And I had a 30 mil flipper, and I had this thing called Quest for Accuracy. So when I started off my channel,
right,
I'd done like 2 or 3 videos, and I'm like, okay, I got to see if I can get a step by step thing in. So I did a video every single day for 3 weeks. I went out and I shot 50 shots at a 30 millimeter target, 50 shots only, and I counted how many hits and how many misses. And while I was doing that, I was walking through my shot sequence, like getting my feet, side,
right.
putting my body square to the target, having the target about 4 inches in front of my toes, lined up in a line. And I
Yeah,
went through all this thing and started taking my shots. And I was shooting that stupid metal flipper that
right.
ended up it started to spoon out a little bit,
Oh
from
yeah.
the impact from the hits. And I ended up shooting one, and I heard a tink over at my neighbor's house, and nah.
God.
I'm like, nah, couldn't be. Then I shot the next one, and it hit me in the lip, and I was like, oh fuck,
Holy
yeah,
crap, dude.
okay, that's it. These are coming down. And
Yeah.
then a while later, I ended up turning it around. I figured maybe it's because it's
Right.
cupping out, and it's kind of like sending them straight back. So
Right.
if I turn it around, it should be good. So I hit the thing, spinner flung around, and then out of nowhere, this shot came down from the sky and hit me in the chest. And then I'm like, okay,
It flew up. Good God.
yeah, yeah. It hit the cup, the cupped out part, and I
Yeah.
guess it ricocheted up and it came right back down and hit me in the chest. It didn't
Holy
hurt or
cow.
anything. Yeah, it didn't
Well,
hurt or
that's
anything, but I was kind of like, if that hit me in the eye, that would have been bad.
right, right. Well,
Yeah,
and that's just the thing. It's like I pay attention to stuff like that. Like that particular target, I don't shoot it at 10 meters with steel. Now, I'll shoot it with clay at 10
yeah,
meters, but I usually back up about 15 to 20 meters when I shoot that with steel. Um, not because I can always hit it, but that's just, but it's, you got to know your range, man. And it's like, don't just throw on safety glasses and shoot haphazardly, man. Know what you're shooting at, man. If you're it has the potential for ricochet, just you got to look at stuff like that. It's some
but
people don't do safety
it's
practices.
it's kind of like steel plate shooting firearms too. You don't want
Right,
to be straight up on that. You want to be hitting it on an angle. So
right.
this stuff goes off to the side.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
yeah, so when I'm out in the woods now, I'll take those metal flippers. I have them in my Steers Wild Sling catch bag.
Uh
I
huh.
have one of those, and I just shoot more on an angle at it. So I'm shooting more off in that direction.
Yeah.
So when I hit the flipper, it's gonna
Right.
if it does ricochet, it's gonna go off the other way into the woods, and who cares?
Well, that's the key right there, man. It's knowing what you're shooting and making the adjustment, man. But
Yeah,
I just some people
but
just
even
like they
soup
don't pay
cans,
attention to that, the safety
soup soup cans,
practices.
soup cans, got to be careful of too. I've hit the rim on one, and that came right back at me too.
Hey, that's funny you said that because I got a big old soup can right in front of my gallery back there. I wish I could have shot my gallery today, but stupid weather. But I've got a
Yeah,
big soup can there, and I've had it for a while. But yeah, when I first started shooting it, I've had some come close. So yeah, it's just know your range, man, and do safety practices, and then you don't have to worry as much about the safety glasses. With this disclaimer, I'm not telling anybody not to
yeah.
wear them. I'm just explaining me right now. I'd rather do safety practices, know what I'm shooting, because I can't shoot with glasses. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
But I mean, on top of all that too, I guess the other threat that you'd have to be worried about is your elastic band. Now I've had a couple break at the fork and hit me in the face.
Right.
I've 3 or 4 of them, I think, in my all my years of shooting. But the one thing I will say about that is, two things: is always inspect your bands before you shoot.
I was about to say
If you
that. Yeah.
if you shoot tapered bands, you're mostly going to be okay. The
Mhm.
only other thing is when you get a new frame, I always take the clip off. Not so much on these plastic ones, but
Right.
on like a metal frame or G10, anything like that. I always take them off, and I'll put a little bit of 400 grit sandpaper on the
That's a
ground,
good idea.
and I just give it one or two quick drags across it while I'm rotating the frame like this, and
Mhm.
it'll round off that corner to make sure that it's not going to snap off.
That's perfect. I
Yeah,
never even thought about that. I
yeah, but
never
that's
thought about
that's
that.
that's what I do when I get those frames. Just because I've had a couple of them where it was really sharp and they
Yeah.
didn't round that corner when I pulled it back. It actually happened on the live. I
Yeah.
pulled it back. I was shooting my Aries. I pulled it back to shoot, and the band snapped off and pow hit me right in the eye, just above my just below my eyeball.
Oh, that
It could have
sucks.
been bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been. Well, I mean, you hit the nail on the head because the same thing comes with your frame. You got to do the same thing with your frame as you do with your range. You got to inspect the thing. If you're, if it's, I always look at this morning before I laid these out. I'm looking at the band because some of these I've had on for a while. Um, I'm checking the ends. I'm checking all of it. So yeah, you got to do a visualization.
Yeah.
It's foolish not to, especially if you got one you've been shooting a while. But also too, that's a good idea about. I'm gonna borrow that about filing that down because you're right, especially with metal frames. I haven't checked this one in particular, but I've got some before, and yeah, if you don't do something to it, it can actually cut the band up there,
Yeah.
especially inside the clip. You got to watch out for that too. But I
The
think
Scout
that
LT is pretty good though. The Scouts from Simple Shot, they've got them really rounded out nice. Like I'm sure in the design Nathan really thought about that, at the time.
right.
You know?
Well, I mean, and again, you inspect that, and here's another thing too. When it comes to inspection, this is why, and I'm not everybody's got their choice, but make sure you got good latex too. You know,
Yeah.
people like sometimes we can get so frame oriented that this is the engine right here. You know,
Yep.
um, and I use Simple Shot Premium Black. I was using this before I even had a conversation with Simple Shot. It, I'm not saying it's the best out there. It's the most consistent for me, though. That's the thing. It's very predictable, and it works out in this conversation here. I mean, I know how this is going to react. I know how many shots. I mean, I get a lot of shots out of these, but it's very predictable. I don't have to worry about this stuff breaking in here. If you got latex that's snapping in here, I question your latex,
You also
unless
have
you
to.
nicked it or something. Um,
Yeah.
but the point is, yeah, it's just like you said, inspect. If you have to file this down, do it. But make sure you got good latex too. If you've got latex that's breaking after 50 shots, I'm not shooting that.
Yeah.
I
That's why I went away from GZK Green and Sniper Sling Black because I was
oh
having
come
both those problems. Sobong 2 was another one that was like that. It was
yeah,
screaming
right.
fast, but man, it
Oh, and that's
dangerous.
the deceiving part of it. Yeah, I had a similar experience earlier in the game, about a couple years ago, with green. I had somebody send me some GCK green. I'm telling you what, that stuff was flying out of there, but it broke every 50 shots,
Yeah,
and it was breaking in here and stuff, and not down here at the weakest point,
yeah, that's
and
weird.
it's
Eh?
just too dangerous to shoot. Now, I don't. That's the only roll that I shot. I ended up giving. I didn't even finish the roll, but you just gotta. I mean, whatever your brand is. Again, I'm not saying this is the best, but if yours doesn't produce those kind of results, then find one that does. Don't shoot dangerous latex. That's what I tell
From
people.
from what I've from what I've tested,
Uh huh.
from Simple Shot, their speed their speed to draw ratio is pretty good
Yeah.
for like the draw weight, but their
Right.
longevity is fantastic. They're way up there with one of the longest lasting bands.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing, and I've seen a bunch of tests. Again, I know there's other good latex out there. I know, but for those two reasons, I've just kind of stuck with it. Um, and again, I'm not under any type of deals that I have to use it. Um, I'm just an ambassador, okay? But I love the product. I get the results. So I would say to anybody, man, just make sure your make sure your latex is doing what it's supposed to do, and you won't have a lot of these problems. But inspect the heck out of it, man.
Oh
It
yeah,
makes
you
you
have to.
want, especially when you've been shooting a while. Ooh,
And
this,
it's actually a good message to get out for all these new shooters that are out there. They're just starting out in the sport. Like they gotta, it can't just be let them rip. You know?
oh, right, exactly.
Yeah,
What?
you gotta have some kind of responsibility with the sport.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because I guess the question is, I mean, yeah, wear safety glasses, but you got to stop and say, why am I having to wear this? Okay, so the, once you look at it at that perspective, you start you thinking about shooting safely as far as what you're shooting at and the material you use, stuff like that. It's safety practices versus just PPE.
Yeah,
Anyway, off my rant. If you want to wear safety glasses, go for
it's
it.
a good rant to have though.
Yeah, and I know it's not a popular one. I guess that's one of the comments I do get every once in a while. I have a hall monitor, and
Yeah,
yeah, where,
I got a few of those.
where are your safety glasses, dude? If you want to wear safety glasses, go ahead. I want to shoot some clay, man.
What would you say, Vandal, is probably the best thing that you've gotten personally out of your channel?
For the best thing I've got out of it,
Yeah, I mean, just
um,
personally for you,
for me, I
or slingshots as a whole, really.
slingshots. Oh, that's big. Two things. I like the community. I'm, I'm I look at this as a hobby as well. It's cool to have other people that are doing it.
Yep,
I do like that. The big thing for me, slingshots is within my hand. I got the with this. I can take out just about any small game in North America. Just about if it's set up right.
yep,
Coming from a bushcraft survivalist perspective, that got my attention quick because I mean, just think about it. You got a go bag or something, or what? That you can get a frame. Not necessarily this one, but one like it, or even some of the smaller ones, real light. You don't have to add a lot of weight, but you can put enough shot in there to, if you needed to. So,
yeah.
um,
This would definitely bump up a 3 day survival bag up to a week or two. You know?
that's what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it. Because again, if you think about it, in a survival situation, you're most likely to run into a squirrel versus a deer. So why build something to kill a deer when you can just make a meal off squirrel, birds, whatever? You'll see those all the time, and you can
yep.
take them all out with this. Um, so that's kind of I like those two things. I love the community, but I like the fact that you can take something like this and put food on the table if you needed to. So I do like it.
It,
So,
it's kind of strange for me. I find I have a pretty stressful job, and
right?
when you're trying to keep a machine running that downtime is close to $20,000 an hour, $30,000 an hour. You
Ooh,
know,
oh
you
yeah,
you want to keep that thing running.
oh
So
yeah,
when that goes down, the pressure's on to get the parts in and all that stuff. And
right.
after a day when temperatures get high and everyone's freaking out, and you come home and you're kind of like you're fucking wound up tight. You're like,
Yeah.
I need to
Oh
relax.
yeah, oh yeah.
Getting out
Therapeutic.
onto the yeah, standing out here with my big old barbecue right here with a big chunk of meat on it,
Come on
and I
now.
just sit here and I'm shooting while I'm smelling that roast cook or that steak cook or whatever it
Oh,
is I got on there, just smelling those charcoal.
what a feeling,
I,
buddy.
but it just brings me to my happy place. I feel like
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like Happy Gilmore sitting there with
Okay,
with a girl holding
that's
two
good.
beers. that's, that's
Yeah, that's it, buddy. Just like that. Yeah, it is therapeutic because I can't
it
tell you how many
really is.
times I've done the same thing. Just come home, just unwind. Um,
Yep.
that's awesome. But the grill, yeah, I seen a couple of your thing where you're cooking. Man, that's some good stuff there. Got to fire my grill up.
I was kind of disappointed that my pellet grill died. I had yeah, that thing was freaking awesome. Being like you get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, throw a brisket on there, fire it up.
Man,
It'll hold that temperature for hours. I would come
yeah,
back down, you know.
my sister's got one, and she cooks butts a lot. And she said the same thing, man. You don't have to. It kind of maintained itself, pretty
Yeah,
much. So yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome.
I even have a probe that I could stick in the meat, and I could follow it from my phone wherever I'm at in the house.
That's fancy.
I know,
Good
I
Lord.
know.
You can check your temp from the toilet. That is awesome.
No joke. No joke. Yeah. You could be out raking the lawn in the front yard and checking out your meat in the backyard. It's
You're
freaking
kidding.
awesome.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
awesome. I
It'll
did.
even send you notifications when you're getting close to your limit.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, like get that butcher paper ready. It's time to wrap this bitch. It'll
Good
tell you.
Lord.
Yeah,
They made it easy.
yeah, it's cool.
That's awesome because I mean, because the opposite. When you're having to build you got to get the wood burning and all that, and you have to man it the whole time. And if you're cooking a butt or even half a hog, that's that's even a butt can be half a day. And
Yeah,
just imagine, I mean, 6 to 8 hours, and you're sitting there running back and forth having to baby it. Man, that's a
the brisket that I usually buy is a 14 pounder. So
ooh,
I put that fell on my barbecue. It covered the whole damn thing, and I'd fire up the pellet grill and I just leave it and let it do its thing. But I kept on having to change the probe, so I actually ruined two or three of those things doing a
oh
brisket.
man,
Yeah, it would just shut off, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know it's shut off. I've already gone back to bed, and
right,
yeah,
oh
nothing
man,
but problems. So I finally that's it. I threw it down there. I'm thinking about turning it into a charcoal barbecue, just modifying it a little bit,
right,
turning it into a charcoal barbecue, and then I bought a cheap one for the meantime while I'm trying to figure out that one because the
right,
body of it's still good, but the the auger and the probe that goes inside kept on failing on me. So
right,
I got to get rid of it. Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah.
broke my heart, but you
Well, you
know,
got some good use out of it.
well, 4 years and I had to put 6 probes in the damn thing.
Oh yeah, you've already got your miles out of that one.
Yeah, enough of that.
Yeah, you definitely got your miles out of that one. But I love cooking, man. I love cooking outside.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
back to
cooking anything on fire is fantastic.
I know, man. We're like all pyros at heart. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's amazing how a fire will attract people. Just in a good way. If you build a fire, you want to attract people. I've built fires before, and people neighbors just come over, start standing around it. So it's a good thing for community.
Yep. Come on over, have a quick beer. Do you
Hey,
you
but see,
ever
yeah, go ahead, buddy.
you ever like on that shooting range you have out in in the woods there? Is that really close to your home, or is it you
It's
have
our
to go up?
backyard, man. I've got a gallery set in the back. I got slingshots. I got one for blow darts and
No
throwing
way.
knives and stuff. Now I'm
Oh
not
wow.
good at all that stuff, but I've got a separate. If it don't rain in a little while, I may try to drag the camera back there, just give you a little tour. But um, it's got leaves all on it right now. All the leaves are falling here, which I'm gonna tell you what, fall is the best time for me, especially for shooting. Um,
Oh
Summer
yeah.
it's just too freaking hot sometimes, man. Um,
And the bugs too. I guess you get
oh
swarmed up
man,
by
you get the
mosquitoes.
gnats and stuff like that. But right now, shoot, in the fall, oh man, it's beautiful. Weather's right.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I'm loving
Yeah,
it.
we stay up here in Canada. We got two seasons. We got winter and bug season.
Winter and bug season.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
How warm does it get up there?
Oh, 40 degrees, which is which
That's
is
as
like
warm as it gets.
that's as hot as it gets. It got up to about I guess in Fahrenheit that would be like 107. It gets
Man,
hot in summertime up here, man.
that's good.
It gets hot in summer here, but it also reaches minus 40
Yeah,
below.
you got extremes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like no joke. Some guy was like, "Oh, how cold is it really out there?" And I walked outside with my cup of coffee and I threw it up in the air and it came down as brown snow. I'm like, does that answer you?
You
And
probably
and I swear to you, that's not an exaggeration.
you probably freeze a fart up there.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
That is something else, man. It's still weird I'm talking to you and you're in Canada. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
cool,
mean,
huh?
that's the good thing about this, man. It's neat that you can talk to somebody that's, good Lord, man, across the border.
I really need to get my passport all sorted out and come down and visit some of you guys there.
Well, I'm going to put in if you ever whenever you want to come, I'm going to put in I want to get you to come so bad. I'm going to have to raise the money or something. I want to get you over here.
Yeah, I got to figure it out. I got to figure it out. Get my passport done, and I'll be able to come down and visit. It'll be fun. It'd be a lot of
It's
fun.
perfect. It's
Whether it's to do a tournament or just to pop in and say some hi to people, because some of the distance is not so bad. I can leave early in the morning and
right.
get to some people's house. Like for me to go to Maine from my house, for example,
Yeah.
like Maine, it's about a 4.5 to 6 hour drive, depending on which way I go.
Right.
So yeah, it's not so bad.
Right. Right. you'd enjoy, and the good thing about it, man, I've got a squirrel just literally walking beside my property.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I hate that. They know I'm not gonna shoot them because I can't right now. Um, so that turkey just literally, man, he walked right on my box. I tell you what, I should have shot him just because. That's another thing too. Some of my setups, I try to. I'm not a tournament shooter, and I know that a lot of people say that. I'm really not. I'm not anti-tournament. I love it. I love to watch it. But honestly, I can really sincerely say I can absolutely care less if I win or not. Every time I go to these things, I go to shoot and fellowship, but but I just yeah. As far as tournament, I don't really get in. Don't care about that as much. I'm more about the fellowship.
Yeah.
And I was going to make a point with all that, and about halfway through that sentence, I totally forgot where I was going. Um,
Well, you know what? I
I
would.
was talking about hunting. This
Oh
is what
yeah.
I was talking about. With that said, I set up mine mainly. I shoot to hunt, if that makes sense. I've got
Yep.
some like these are set up for 10 meter, just plinking. But for the most part, on my other ones, I've got they're set up for the band's a little more hefty, um, because I train to hunt. Now, with that said, this is what sucks. I'm in a state to where I can't hunt with a slingshot. Period. Can't hunt
Oh no.
squirrel, nothing. And these squirrel know it too. You go in my backyard, man, they are doing somersaults back there. Um,
So do you live close to a state that you can go
yes,
and
I
hunting?
do. I
Oh,
border two
okay.
states that I can. So that was my next thing. I can go to. I got another state that I go to when I do shoot. If I
Yep.
want to hunt with it, I can do that. Um, but I do have to travel a little bit to do that.
Yeah,
But
it's the same with me. If I want to go and do any kind of sling hunting, I have to go to Ontario to do it, which
and,
is
yeah, and
which is rough though. But finding land is tough. That's
it
that's
is
the biggest
tough.
problem. It's
It
finding
is.
land. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very tough. And so I still do hunting videos because the principles are there. But people ask me, you don't why don't you start showing all your hunts? Well, for one, I don't do a lot of hunts because I have to travel to do it. And plus two, this might be more a little personal, but I don't mind showing hunts. I know in the UK right now,
Yeah, I was
they
gonna
they
touch on
they
that too, actually.
yeah, they were had some boneheads were shooting, swans and stuff. And I will say that I don't know if any of the shooters from UK are watching this, but you guys are awesome. I watched something the other day, and some guys were speaking out about it, and
Yeah.
as it should be. I mean, because people like that are just boneheads. They mess it up for all of us. Um, when
But
they go shoot,
here's also a thing that we probably got to mention is it is part of our culture. Okay, like
yeah,
there's a lot of people in Canada, a lot of people in the U.S., and a lot of people that in the UK that hunt using using certain things. I mean, you
right,
may hunt with a rifle, you may hunt with a bow, you may hunt with a slingshot, wherever you're at. But that core part of the culture is in there. Now,
right,
the hunters that are out there hunting the proper way, ethically way, in an ethical way, with respect to the game,
yeah,
the people who don't hunt think we're all assholes.
right, exactly, yeah,
You see, so it's better just not to show it at all. I mean, one of my favorite channels is that guy up in Alaska. I can never fucking remember his name, but there's a dude up in Alaska that has a channel and he's out hunting rabbits and partridge and all these things all the
yeah,
time on his channel. I fucking love his channel. I love
right,
it. But the last thing I want to do, there was one time I saw a couple of guys out there. They were hunting these big old half-inch balls,
yeah,
and there must have been a rabbit that was about 40 yards down the trail, and
yeah.
they let it rip, and the thing's bouncing off the pavement, and it came close to the rabbit. And he's like, "Oh, it was close." I'm like, "You should have never taken that shot, dude."
That's yeah. Well,
You know?
it's funny you brought that up because that's where I'm at with it. If far as hunting, be ethical. You owe it to the game, and if you're taking a shot at a game and you're surprised that you hit it, you shouldn't have took that shot. That's just me.
Yeah,
If shoot in your comfort zone and stuff like that. But I see the same thing. I've actually seen one. I've seen a guy shoot I think it was a duck or something like that. And he was shooting with a big ball, but he took like four shots, and then when he did hit it, it was like he was surprised he hit it. And I'm thinking the whole time, this is not what we need to be showing. You know,
no, a
and
hundred
I'm not
percent.
trying to be the police or not like that, but I'm just answering for me. People, I agree with you. I don't know if I want to open that up right now for actually showing the hunt. I'm not. I'm not saying people shouldn't do it. Just for me, I don't know, man. It's just I may do it later.
I think the way I'm going to approach it at some point when I'm able to actually get a video up on that, it is
Right,
going to be available, but only for members. I know it would be great for my channel. You know, I
right,
know I would attract way more people, and all of a
right.
sudden, in certain groups, I would all of a sudden be legit. You know, like
Exactly. Yeah.
it's kind of dumb to think that way. I mean, I'm out here live shooting at tiny targets all the time. I could fucking
Right.
shoot, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm more than prepared to go out and hunt game. It would not be an issue, but I just
Right.
don't want to bring a bad eye to the sport. I really don't,
Well,
you know.
also too, you don't want to feel pressure to have to go kill something to be legit. I mean,
No,
I tell people don't practice on game, practice on your range. And so,
100%.
what I'm not going to do is go out and start killing something just to have footage, just to
No,
appease, a crowd. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just not going to do that. I respect the game more than that. So I don't hunt as much as I'd like to, but I hunt with purpose. I don't just kill to kill. If I'm not going to eat it, I'm not going to shoot it. Um, that's
actually,
just
I
me.
just this morning we were talking about that. Benji, who's in the chat, by the way,
Yeah, I
I
love it.
believe
He's awesome, dude.
he's an awesome dude, and he just posted something great on Facebook talking about that.
Right.
Yeah, we got kids shooting seagulls through people's houses right now. Yeah, yeah, it's not good right now, man.
Yeah.
But also the bad thing is too is the media is kind of full of shit, and they're
Oh
they're
yeah.
making it they're blowing it way out of proportion. You've
Exactly.
got a
Yeah.
small group, a very tiny group of people with slingshots acting like complete assholes, and they're
Right.
making it seem like everybody that holds one of these in their hands is it. But
Right. And that's just what the media does. And so with that in mind, as far as with me, I can't speak for everybody else. I just, at least for right now, um, I'll give you tips on how to hunt, like I do. It's a way, not the way. But far as showing hunts and stuff like that, or just, I'm just not. I don't know. I'm gonna pause on that. And plus, two, again, I don't. I hunt for meat when I do. I'm not going to kill a squirrel. Just say, hey, I killed a squirrel.
yeah,
And plus, two, I'm not that big a squirrel meat eater anyway. I consider squirrel meat to be survival food. Um, some guys, they just man, they can go kill 12 of them and they love them. I don't hate them, but I'm
well, they're,
just
they're they're pretty tasty if you slow cook them in a stew or something, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's but other than that, I don't. It's like man, I got to get some squirrel today. I'm just but survival wise, I'd roll them up.
yeah.
Now, I will tell you this: what would change? Now, if I was in the area had a bunch of rabbits or pheasant or something like that, um, I'd probably change my opinion because I eat all those. Um,
I think rabbit and grouse or partridge, however you call it,
yeah.
like rough grouse or partridge. If just those two things would be enough to keep me happy,
Oh, that's all
you
I
know.
need. That's
Yeah,
all I need, and that's
yeah,
why I get jealous sometimes. The guys up in the UK, it's like they have those birds and stuff on every corner. It
yeah. The,
seems,
the
and it
pheasants.
might not be. It might, but it seems like, and I'm like, damn. I wish I had an opportunity. I don't see them anywhere. I mean, far as around in my area. Now they're here. It's just you're not going to just drive down the road and be like, "Hey, man, there's 10 rabbits in that field or 10 pheasant." It's not like that.
Yeah,
But you'll see other things. I mean, I see pigeon, dove, squirrel. I see every other species out here. But anyway, that's kind of my hunting rant. Um, I do enjoy it. I prepared. I shoot often to hunt, but I'm not just going to kill something just to give you footage.
but back to what we were talking about with the tournaments and all that stuff, and you were mentioning that you would prefer, like you don't really go there to win. You're just going there for the camaraderie and the fun and
Yeah,
meeting everybody and all that.
yeah,
I think for me, I would be more interested in going to a thing like Hocking Hills or AIM, where it's more of a meetup and like, or even what Moan does. He has that shooting thing he
shooting
does.
hand. Yeah,
Yeah, shooting
I,
Annie
I
where
I agree with. I've been to both kinds, and I haven't been to a lot of tournaments. It's because of my work schedule. Right now, we're slowing down, but unfortunately, a lot of tournaments have already happened. But I was able to go a couple. But I agree with you. I personally like the more gathering type oriented ones. Like, I mean, I heard Hocking Hills was. I haven't been. I'm going to that one next year, hands down. Um, if it's just mainly tournament, I go, but it's just my gig is, man. I like the fellowship. I don't mind the tournament. I mean, the shoot like contest.
Yeah,
As long as I'm just not really competitive. That's just me. But yeah, again, I know guys are, and that's what they do, and good, and that's fine. That's totally fine.
yeah,
That's one thing
that's
about this sport. There's something for everybody, and I'm for it all. But I personally, I'm for the fellowship. I think Hawk and Hills. I went my first one I ever went to. Swamp Stomp ruined me, and they don't have it anymore. It was 2 hours from my house, and it was just that. It was just a great time.
it's a
Real
cool
laid
name
back.
too. Swamp Stomp.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man, it was great, and all the players were there. I mean, it was just very laid back. Um, I mean, I was there. If it says anything, I was there 5 minutes. First tournament, never met anybody, and within about 5 to 10 minutes, I had guys walking up to me, handing me a beer. I never met them before, and so that's the kind of people you fellowship with. They're just good people. Um,
yeah, that's a good time.
and then when you
That-
get tore up and then shoot slingshots, that is awesome. I'm
yeah,
joking.
I bet.
I'm, I'm joking.
Yeah,
Oh Lord have mercy. This is why
yeah,
I don't teach the safety part of the clinic.
yeah, yeah.
I'm more is if you can still see two, go ahead and shoot.
Go ahead and shoot. Yeah, you got a 50-50 chance.
That's it. That's it. Oh
Oh
goodness
man.
gracious. But yeah, man, the guys are great, dude. I'm gonna see a couple of them in a little while. I think Bushcraft, I think um Moan's coming out there, I think. He's awesome guy. You gotta meet him. He's super guy. Um
Oh,
uh Andy
what?
Lowe's coming.
Oh, cool.
Jordan Smothers is coming. Nathan Matcher's going to be there, and I'm going to be there, and that's just the big. I'm the big item on the ticket. But um,
That's it. Yeah. All the who's who.
and when you go, I'm tell you, and just that group I've named, there are 3 or 4 of the best shooters. I think I named 4. They're just some of the best shooters you can just. I mean, these guys just they shoot so good naturally. I
Mm.
mean, like Nathan, he'll go to a tournament. I'm not been to a bunch with him, but a couple I've seen with him. I've seen him make a frame there and turn around and shoot it. I'm like, dude, that's just different
Yeah. So,
level.
somebody told me he walked into the woods, cut down a tree branch, and shot the tournament with it.
That's what I heard too. But I've seen him do similar things.
Yeah.
And I ain't been to a lot of things with him. But I'm saying but
What a
that's the
G move
caliber.
that is, eh?
Yeah, but
It's
that's just
fucking
him. It's
gangster,
like,
man.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, dude, you can go whittle one and place. That's crazy. But yeah,
But
that's the
you know what's
caliber of
nuts?
shooter.
Tony Caneston sent me this beautiful oak natty that he made.
He makes
It,
some awesome stuff,
oh man, he sent me this beautiful one, and on that little yellow target there,
right?
I hit my personal best with that frame, a tree fork. I hit
Ain't
that
that
thing
something?
seven times in a row.
Oh, I love it. In fact, I've got, in
Oh,
fact,
I
in
love
a
it.
few minutes, I've got 2 of them banded up. But let me see. I've got some natties. Check this one out, dude. I've had this one.
Oh
This
wow,
is it is the weirdest one. Now, there's nothing fancy about it, but it's weird shaped.
that's
But
so
look at
gnarly
that.
looking.
Now, what I do is I shoot it like this, so that little groove it just fits my thumb, and it's lined up good. But I'm tell you what, this is right here. It's the same one. I don't know what is about this. I can get on with this. In fact, I was getting ready to band it up. Um, just took off the band last night. I had the band that was on there. I probably fired a couple hundred shots off of it, and it still was good. But
What kind of
I
wood is
can
that?
I can get on with these things, man. They're just. I mean, these are. I love shooting these things, but but that's just like the most basic, man. And I tell you what, um, I love the natties.
Benji wrote down here, what tournament would you say is the best destination for someone traveling outside the U.S., excluding the comp side of things? That
All right,
that would be a good question for Hoggy. He
yeah.
goes to all of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now
Yeah,
I tell you what I've
HHST. Yeah, he
heard.
did answer it. Yeah,
What do you say? Let me
he
see.
said HHST. He said,
Yeah, I was going to say from what I've heard, if you're going, you just want to have a good time and just relax. There's a little bit of tournament shooting, I guess. Hawk and Hills would be the one. That's what I heard. That was more. everybody that goes there, I've not heard anything negative about Hocking Hills.
I heard people calling it the fun tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just into, man, I want to, I'm tournament minded. I want to, that's all. Go to East Coast. I'm not saying East Coast is not fun, but it's more. I'd say
More
if
serious,
you're
I
going
guess,
there
right?
to, yeah, if you're going there to shoot, um, competitive, that'd be the one. But now I also heard too. Um, there's a couple more of that are pretty good. The AIM is a newer one. I think it's second or third year, but it's getting some traction too. Um,
From what I heard, AIM was there for a while and then it stopped and now they're back. I think that's what I. Maybe I'm mixing it up with someone else, but
and
that's
that
what I.
may be the case. That may be the case. I've heard good things about it too. But I've heard Hocking Hills. If you want to have a good time, if you want to compete, go to East Coast. Um, so yeah, that's what I've heard.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to get my ass down there one of these days and do it. It's just hard. So much going on all the time.
It is. It's tough, and there's a lot more of them popping up. And I wish I could just go to all of them because I
Well,
again, um,
there's also another one they do too, like a Tennessee slingshot gathering or
yeah,
something.
they got that one. I've not been to that one either. That's another one I made. God, it's just the timing of that one. It's closer for me. It's just when it happens. My work schedule is just because I do seasonal work. I work on log cabins, so from like March to you know late October, sometime November, it's just balls to the wall. Then I got like a 3 month reprieve.
Do you
Um,
do you guys build them or what?
we restore them.
Oh, cool.
Put finishes on them, log replacements. Just people build them and don't know what to do with them after that. And they're a maintenance. They're maintenance. So every 5 years, you got to put a stain on it. So
Oh,
that's what we do. It's a good job. I mean, I get to see a lot of good stuff. I mean, I do all the estimating, so I get to see cabins. God, man, I see probably 15 cabins a week. Um,
yeah. I saw you did a short where you were talking about it was your season or whatever it is, and you walked up and there was like a little pond there and everything. It
oh
was
yeah.
really yeah. It's like
Oh,
wow,
these
what a
things I
spot.
see all the time, man, and it's so that part of the job I enjoy. But then on the side though, I sell Avon um, and make other makeup products. You can tell.
Yeah,
But
you look smashing.
thank you. I wanted to just go all out today, man. I was like, I'm gonna be on with Mark. Man, I got to have everything right. I even wore underwear today, man.
That was awesome. I skipped the underwear, but I am wearing pants for a
I
change.
hear you,
You know?
buddy.
Yeah,
That's well,
that's
I'm
why I'm
actually
only head
Mark.
up today. You know?
That's why you want to on the show from waist up.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so I'm switching it up now. We're gonna go with the Jordan frame. The only thing I'm worried about is the band length on these ones is the same as the other one, so they're gonna be a
Not just
little
quarter
hotter.
inch.
Yeah, I'm still shooting quarter inch.
Oh, so it's
I'm,
gonna
I'm not
fly
doing too
high.
bad actually. I got quite a few good hits on there. I'm not putting like 8 and 10s in a row like I normally do with the 5/16, but
Right.
I'm hitting the 12 millimeter with the Axiom, which is pretty good. So
And that's a
we're
point four. You say that's a point four?
yeah, point four point four precise cyan,
Okay,
shooting for quarter-inch steel.
that's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got a whole roll of point four. I haven't even cut into yet
yeah. I
because
gotta
it
I
works
gotta
good.
try that because I know you had mentioned a while. It was quite a while back. You and I were talking about the point four from a simple shot, and
It's good
I
stuff.
yeah, and I was
I've
chatting with
shot it before.
yeah. I remember you shot it before. Yeah, we were talking about it a while back, and I was just talking with Jordan about it too about the point four. I got to get myself some and try that.
Yeah, I mean, I've shot about. I've got two rolls. I've shot about half a roll, but it's been about a year to be honest. Maybe 6 to 8 months since I shot the point four.
But you're
But I
mostly a
got
point
it for.
five guy, right?
What's that?
You're mostly a point five guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most time. Yeah. And it's working out pretty good because even with hunting, and I know this is going to be controversial for some, um, but I've been playing around with using the point five and trying to beef it up to see if I can throw a point eight. at a good speed to where I know I can take something out. Again, um, at the right distance and stuff like that. I'm trying to see because there's some people that hunt with 8 millimeter, some don't. Um, I do. I was using 3/8 for a while, but I'm trying to see what I can do with 8. I've been watching Chris at Catapult Carnage. He's got some stuff where he's hunted with 8 millimeter. Um,
But here's the thing, though. I know it's going to be a little controversial, I think, but there is a method, there is a way to shoot um, 8 mil steel for that's effective in hunting.
oh yeah,
But you would have to tune your bands to get them very very hot. They're not going to last long. But
right, right.
I mean, I've got with Sniper Sling Yellow, with Omega Slings, with Simple Shot. They're all in between that 306, 308, up to 320 feet per second,
Right.
depending on the brand that you're using. But on a really maxed out band set, you're ripping
Oh yeah.
fast. And with the Simple Shot review that I did, I shot an 8 mil steel ball through a soup can that was filled with water, and it punctured both sides of the
That's
can.
crazy.
Tell,
That's
tell
flying.
me, tell me you're not stopping game with that,
Well,
especially rabbit and
that's
things.
my thing. That's my thing. It's like you with the smaller, like with the 8. I know I've got to be fast and I got to be accurate. If you're going to go small, if you're fast and accurate, you can do it.
Yep,
Because we all know. I mean, far as slingshot hunting in general, it's more about blunt force trauma. That's why a lot of guys go big, and it's not wrong. Um, but I'm thinking I want to be able to pack it in a bag, less weight as possible, less weight, more shots with 8 millimeter. So yeah, the more I get more comfortable with it, and I know I can take it, take a game at this, I'm going to probably gravitate to it. I
yep.
just want to be, that, but that's what I'm doing right now. Just kind of playing with that to see if it can be done. And people do it. I thought I had my X. I had my. Have you seen the G10
No,
Scout?
I haven't seen it yet. I saw it. I was poking around on the site, and then I somebody. Oh no, it was your video I saw. I didn't
Yeah.
see the video. I didn't see the video, but I saw the title.
Oh man, that's a beautiful frame. I got the. I thought I had it on the table. This is the this is the X version. Um, but just the pattern on it, I'm gonna tell you, man, they really did a great job.
Man, that's
The
sexy.
Yeah, the Scout, the XT, I think I got it under the table here. But man, and you can shoot like I say, you shoot it with or without this. But this is the big one. I don't shoot this one a lot. This is the bigger one. It's a little big for my hand. But the XT, LT and G10, I'm gonna tell you what, buddy, they did a jam up job on those. If you're into G10,
Yeah, I had found that, and I've said this many times on my channel, so it should come to no surprise. But I had found that the Scout LT is probably one of the best, if not the best, production slingshot
out there, yeah,
out there. It's
yeah,
definitely one of them. I mean,
yeah.
I'm really high on the Wasp Enzo. Also, I think that's also another great one for
I've
anybody
got it.
starting out.
Yep, yep.
Um,
Um,
but man, it's a really good, high quality, easy to shoot slingshot
oh
for
yeah, I
for,
mean, no,
for
that's
any
true.
grip.
It's a good one. I've got a Wasp Enzo right here too, and that's what I tell you. People ask me, "Do you shoot anything besides simple shot?" Yes, I do. I shoot other frames all the time. I'm not under some contract where I can only shoot certain things. I'm not that don't even exist. I can shoot whatever I want. However, I just happen to gravitate more to something like the Scout, the Axiom we talked about, and the Sparrow. I just like those.
Yep.
But yeah, I got this Enzo. I like it. Here's the only, and it's not a gripe. It's not a bad thing. The only thing about this one versus the Scout, and I'll get the old Scout, and the reason I kind of lean more towards this is only in the circumstance of shooting TTF. When you shoot, and I'm not a big fan of universal tips. I'm not.
No,
I
I don't like
prefer
them either.
I prefer I like OTT. If they can take this and just make it a dedicated OTT, I think you'd have probably the perfect slingshot. That's what I like about the Axiom. It's
Yep.
dedicated OTT. Because people that shoot TTF, something's wrong with them. Something's wrong with the group here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
100%.
but if you, well, I still
I
say
ain't taking
this.
it back. No, there's something wrong with you. I'm not taking it back.
Yeah,
He's a better man than me. That's all I'm saying.
that's true. but with the universal tip, I guess the benefit of it, and this is why I would choose and this one over this one. It has nothing to do with brand. I think Wasp makes phenomenal slingshots. In fact, I've got a Wasp tomahawk in here somewhere. Yeah, well, I'll get up in a minute. I love shooting it. It's a nice one. But you can with the Scout, you can have a perfect grip either way, whether you're shooting this or shooting here. Either
Yep.
way, it does your grip is not affected whatsoever. So if you're shooting over TTF, it's just a very comfortable shoot. With this shooting, OTT is fine, but shooting TTF, you lose a lot of real estate because you have to grab it here. Now my hand starts sliding down when you're
Yeah.
shooting TTF. Now it's not a bad
Even if
thing.
even if you use that pinky hole, you find you slide around.
Uh, just up here, I just fight it,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
got you.
not enough to where I'm ready to throw it away. It's not. It's just I just think TTF I think it's better with this one than this one. However, um, shooting OTT with this, love it. This is a great pocketable frame. It holds great. I like to hold mine high. I'm not a big fan of that, but I can deal with it. Um,
Yeah.
but that's it. I said all to say this. I shoot other frames, and the reason, like, well, why don't you review that? It's because I don't. That's my personal. It's a personal thing, far as what I do and don't like about it, and I don't want my personal to reflect on Wasp or any other ones, because it's a great frame, Um,
Yeah.
and I know that's kind of weird. I just when I review stuff, what I don't like to do, unless it's just completely a dangerous slingshot, I want to bring a hey man, don't buy this. I don't prefer to trash people's products. Um, if I can't stand behind it 100%, sometimes I don't make a video. Um, but with Wasp products, they're great products. This is a great frame, but like the
I,
Tomahawk,
but
awesome.
believe it or not, I've actually turned down a couple of requests for reviews that people have sent me that were willing to pay me for them,
Oh yeah,
which never happens. Like
right,
it's never happened. And the
right,
only two times it happened, I had to turn them down because I didn't want to do a review on their
right.
product that somebody else might like, but I know I am not going to like.
Well, that's
So,
my thing, and
yeah,
that's the thing with this. I would do it at an injustice to the community by getting here and really just, well, I don't like this part and this part and this part. I see guys shooting these all the time that love them, so
yep,
that's kind of where I'm at with it, and I've had the same thing, man. I've had people either um they they didn't send it, were not paying me to do it, but they wanted to send it to me, kind of expecting a review, and I hate that because again, um, I'm not gonna trash a product. I'm not gonna be the guy that if I don't like it, I'm not gonna do a review on it because I just don't want to be that guy. That just because I've had some guys like new makers. Hey, Jay, check this out for me. Give me a review on it, and I get to shooting it, and it's just everything's wrong with it. But I don't want to. A lot of times I'll go privately and say, look, this I shot it. This is what I found. If you want my feedback, I just don't want to put that out there because you're trying to start a company here. You're trying to start or start making frames. I don't want to, kick you coming out the door. You know,
yeah.
so it's stuff like that. And I'm not somebody to where my reviews are just the elite. But again, I'm not. I'd rather on situations like that. I'll tell you in private.
Well,
What I
just think about it. You've got what, like 5,000 subscribers, five, seven,
yeah
almost 6,000 subscribers.
yeah some of
Let's
that
say,
stuff like that.
let, let's say those 5,000 subscribers, they follow your channel because they respect your opinion and they like what you're putting out.
Right.
Now, if 25% of those people decide, you know what, I'm not going to buy that slingshot because Vandal
Right.
said it's shit.
Exactly.
you know,
Right.
that's a lot of people, man. That's a
That is
lot
a
of
lot of
people.
people.
That's
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
people,
people.
and I've discouraged them over my preference, and that's I don't want to do that. Now
Yeah,
there are other frames maybe that just like the one I showed this morning, that real thing. It sucks. Okay, I'm probably still not going to make a suck video about it, but if I were reviewing something like that, I'm going to point out, hey guys, this sucks. You know, but I just can't. But I want to be careful that my preference doesn't discourage somebody because again, you know this, and this is what I like about the community. Everybody has you can have a different preference. You can do something different. You can like something different, and it's totally okay. It's totally
yeah.
okay. So with that
I,
said,
I,
I just try to
I went through that a bunch of years ago on my channel because I've always been a guy who's going to be like, look, whether you give me something, you pay me to do something, you whatever it is, my integrity and my word and my opinion is more important than the money you're paying me. And
Heck
if
yeah. Right.
like the fact that I'm going to say the truth about your product, the truth that as I see it, we'll say it. I don't want to call
Right.
it the truth because somebody else out there might actually like it. But if I'm going to give the truth as I see it, be prepared because if I think it sucks, I'm going to say so.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
yeah, I had a company that reached out to me asking me to review their hammock for them, and I was like, oh sure, send me the hammock and I'll do the review. I got out there and first thing, the hammock was supposed to be 11 feet long. It wasn't. It was 10 and a half. Knock number one.
Right.
There's supposed to be straps on there that could fit on a certain size and all this stuff. Well, the straps that they sent me were fraying already when they came in the box. Problem number two. It was supposed to be a double people could lie in it. I could barely fit in it myself, and trying to get
Oh
into it, I
man.
flipped out twice. You know,
Right.
so I was upset that they sent me an absolute piece of shit to do a
Right.
video on and waste my time. And my opinion actually reflected what I said. They got
Well,
up, they got upset with me, and they shut me down and they stopped sending me stuff. And I'm like, look, if you want me to review something, you send me the best item that you have to
exactly.
review.
Exactly.
Don't send me something that's got scuffs and scratches in it or
Right.
frayed ends
That's part
or
of the review.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's part of the review because again, the quality. No, I
yeah,
get it. I mean, and yeah, if you're and companies like that, I mean, if they're going to send it, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't send your best. You know,
yeah,
um, eh,
yeah.
I'd want to put it, but I feel the same way. You know, and that's just my 2 cents about it. I get people send me frames all the time, and it's not that I only show Simple Shot. I I don't. If you look at my channel, I've got other ones I review. Now I will admit that I lean hard towards it because I just like the frames. I'm an Axiom fan and I'm an LT fan. And here's the thing too. To be honest, if you look at all the and I'm not saying all, but a lot of those two frame designs are the influence to a lot of frames out there. And I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that's wrong if you draw from it. I mean, I'm just saying with that, but that says a lot. These
yep.
two frames here, they're just that's why I gravitate back to them. But it's not
But
because I'm under contract and like that.
when you think about the OGs of slingshots, really, and you're going back to all the actual production companies, I mean, it really comes back to Simple Shot and Wasp, and
Yeah. Oh,
maybe Bill Hayes, and then
yeah.
you've got all those other frames that are kind of like like the those wire tube shooters, with the
Oh yeah.
arm braces, and those,
Yeah.
they were the start of everything. But
Oh yeah.
as for the flat band guys,
Oh yeah.
Wasp, Simple Shot, those
That's
are the
it.
two oldest companies that I know of. I mean, maybe
Oh yeah.
somebody in the chat can fill me in, but you
Right.
know.
No, I mean you're right. I mean, other than that, I mean that's your two biggest. I mean, there was Pro Shot. I never bought anything from them. But they've been. I remember seeing them in the beginning. But you're right. Far as my purchase at the beginning, it was Amazon, Simple Shot, and Wasp. That's why that's where I got my stuff from. So,
Yeah.
that says something. Now, and I know there's a custom market out there, and it has a place too. I think both of them do. I
Give
like
me one
custom.
second. I got to go have a little conversation with my dog. Give me 1 second.
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire a shot.
Hey, come here, Benny. Come
Let's see.
here.
This
Come here.
band. Ooh, got a little kiss there. Ow.
You be
I
quiet,
read
you.
some
You
comments.
be quiet. No barking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roy, I agree with you.
he's out there yelling at the neighbors.
T-Rex, boy, the Grazer so far is the best offset frame for me.
It's funny how I almost found the one until I found the one. So true.
Yeah, yeah, that Gazer. I've heard good things about it. I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments. Sling it in. It's how. Oh, I found one. That is true, Benji. You sometimes you can shoot one and you think this is the one, and then somebody like you, Mark, will make one like you're doing, and then you're like, damn, it's like I thought I found my slingshot. That's the cool thing about makers, man. Just about the community. Somebody's always coming up with something different, or they've enhanced something. Or I do have a couple custom frames. I don't think I brought any out here. I think I did, but Here's my big thing about custom frames too. I love them. I absolutely love them. Here's my thing. I'm weird in that if you were to send me a $300 frame, or I probably wouldn't shoot it as much. And I know that's weird. I'm just, man. If I fork hit a $300 frame, I'm going into just. I'm going. I'm not going. I'm not going to record for a year. You know, that's that would break my heart. Um, so it's not that I don't buy them. I'm weird, man. I've got some that I've only shot, you know, a handful of times, man. I'm just petrified. If I take that thing and put a now I'll shoot clays with them all day long. Um, but that's just a weird thing I do. I've heard other people say it too. They, far as with customs, they love them, but man, I just don't want to. I don't want to fork hit them. But I just need to improve my shot. But um, I think there's room for both. I know some people they like thermoplastics. I do too. For what I shoot, I like a good old pocketable one I can throw in my pocket. But I shoot both. I got some customs I shoot too, but I shoot them more cautious, I guess.
I've had a moment where I was sent a slingshot from Prime Fork to do a
Uh,
review on. It was stupid cold outside, and my I was it was like -20 outside, but I wanted to get a feel of how it was going to feel. And when I'm shooting it, and I'm out there, I'm firing off a couple shots, and I pull back to let it go. Thing slips out of my hand, hits the
uh,
side, absolutely shatters the epoxy that it's made out of, and I had flakes of it all fall into the snow. And I'm
that
like, fuck, I
that
got to do a review on this. Like, what the hell was I thinking? I was so upset. Thank God. Thank God Andrew's such a nice guy. I wrote him up and I'm like, look, dude, I'm sorry, but
yeah,
this happened. You know? He's like, oh no. He's like, it's okay, man. I'm like, no, it's not okay. I was
right.
supposed to do a review on this thing and I
Well,
broke
we
it.
we share the same sentiment then because that's
Yeah.
exactly how I would be. It would shut me
Yeah.
down.
I felt horrible. I ended up buying the Cygnus, a custom Cygnus from him just to make things better. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
fuck.
And
I'm like,
here's the weird thing about it. I mean, and I'm not bragging here, but far as just shooting like I'm doing, I can't remember the last time I got a fork kit. But you let me get a two or $300 frame in my hand, all of a sudden I'm worried about fork kits. And then you start worrying about it, one happens.
yeah,
Other than that, if I can just shoot it just like I'm shooting this and not worry about it, I'll probably never get a fork kit. You know?
I've had a handful of 4 kits.
Yeah.
Let's say about 5 of them.
Yeah.
2 of them came from bands snapping at the pouch because I wasn't paying attention, and it
Right.
slipped out of my hand and hit my frame.
Right.
Very small ding, almost nothing. The
Right.
other 3 came from me doing stupid shit,
That's
like
me.
yeah, on my Evo. I had 2 4 kits on that one, and that was me throwing something up in the air and then trying to shoot and hit it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I was like, dink. Oh, oops. Let's try it one more time. Threw it up in the air. Dink. Okay. Yeah.
It's a
That's,
terrible sound.
yeah.
It's the
Horrible.
worst sound. It's like
Horrible.
it's up there with alarm clock, you know,
Yeah.
when you
And,
hear that hit on your frame. But yes,
and that last one was just shooting in extreme cold, which I had
right,
no business doing. Like, I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is.
That's my story too. Because I get asked that question a lot. Forrest, because I don't have a lot where I'm shooting a quote custom frame. That's why it's not automatic. Don't automatically assume that I don't like them. I love them. I'm a lover of all frames. I'm just weird about that. If I got sent a dozen Mon Waller frames tomorrow, I'd probably display them all. I'd be scared to shoot them because I'm just weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I,
anyway,
I have I have one frame that I was really really concerned about, and I brought it out for one of my last lives. I had a frame from James Gonzalez. He passed away,
yeah.
a while back.
Rest in
But
peace.
yeah, I
Yeah.
got one of those cactus frames that he used to make with the
Oh, I've
with
seen
the
them.
with the with the epoxy inside,
Yeah.
and I've had it for like a year and a half, and it's just been sitting there. And I was like, I don't want to shoot this thing in case I frame hit it, and I haven't
Oh yeah.
frame hit anything in so long.
Oh,
But
that's me.
yeah, I finally grabbed my nuts and came outside and I shot a couple of shots through it. It shot fantastic, and then I put it away.
Ain't that
That's it.
something?
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it.
I
It's,
do that. I keep looking down because I got one here. It's the same thing. God, I got another one. There it is. This is a frank. When I'm gonna tell you, this is when I first started. Probably about 2 months into recording, I had a guy, Andreas. I forgot his last name. I'm gonna make another review on this one. This custom he made for. He just made it, sent it, dude. And I'm telling you what,
Wow, that is
that
badass.
it is so. I mean, and it is so well made. What I like about it is he called me up and he's like, it got my hand sizes and everything, man. And so it's a in my opinion, it's a custom in every sense. Now I don't know if he makes a lot more of this style, but he even got the indentions on, as you can see it right in here. But it's like a good, you can put your thumb in like that, top
Oh,
and bottom.
nice.
It fits so good. But if this is one prime example right here, if I fork hit this thing, oh man, I'd be God, because it has some meaning too. Because this is like the 2 months in, dude sent this to me. You know, and I was in shock, dude. But I probably fired 20 shots off this thing, to be honest.
How
20,
does she shoot
25
for you?
shots. Oh, I love it. That's the thing. It shoots like a dream, dude. It lines up right with those. When he got all the information and he made this. I mean, it fits my hand perfect. Um, I need to quit being stupid and just shoot the daggone thing. But yeah, that's my thing about my whole thing about customs. I love them, but man, I got to get the nerve to shoot the daggone things. I got it set up for clay right now, so it's pretty safe.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, it's I love it. I absolutely
that's
love it.
it.
But yeah,
It's a gorgeous work though.
oh, it
That thing's
is. I mean,
freaking badass. Yeah.
yeah, he did it so well, man. I just, but anyway, and I kind of like the fact that it's wrap and tuck. I just love it. It's
You
got
know
some
what?
good grip.
To be fair, I was a wrap and tuck hater. Like I fucking hated it. I didn't
Yeah,
want anything to do with it. I was like, screw this shit. You know, it's a pain in the ass. I'm always trying to wrap it, and the bands are slipping out, and I let
yeah.
go of the thing, and it unravels on me. After after a little bit of practice with it, I mean, I felt like I was like, I don't know. I just felt like my hands weren't working properly.
Right.
And then I got a wrap and tuck tool from Leon, and
Okay.
he makes these paracord wrap things with this little string that comes out. And I mean, look at the nice job it does. You fold those up. If you ever want to take them off, you just pull that little tab out. It comes right back out again. It
You
does a
sent
great job. It's super easy to do it. It just you wrap it around and you pass your elastic through the loop, and then you pull the string down, whoop, and it pops out in the little loop. If I want to take this off, I just pull that tab and it unravels.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like
You're
the
kidding me.
best thing ever. Now I'm all about the wrap and tuck. I love it.
You said that Leon sells it?
Yep. Squat shot. Leon's in the chat.
Yeah.
He has those.
Oh, I got to meet. I'm telling you, he is a super dude. Um,
He's one of my favorite people in the world. Actually, I love that dude.
oh, he's
Yeah.
I've actually got to. I've talked to him a couple times. I got to meet him, and I'm gonna tell you what. Just I mean, and here's the thing about him. He can make with paracord. He can just do all kinds of cool stuff. And I try to tell him he'll give it to me. I'm like, dude, you got to make some money on this stuff, you know. He is
Oh
super
yeah.
talented. But yeah, if I need anything paracord or anything, man, I call him. Man, he's super. I just got to get him in a headlock to try to pay him. He won't. Of course, I wouldn't headlock him. But he's
Yeah.
a big guy. He'd whoop me,
Yeah.
but just such a super guy. Um, oh, and I just shot it. I thought I fork hit it while I was talking, but it was the band.
Oh no.
Well, I shot clay with it. And it's shooting pretty hot, so it's slapping.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was a fork hit, and I was like, man, this is gonna be a lot of firsts today. My first with Mark, my first live, and then a fork hit on my.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vandal. I'm having a lot of fun. We could do this anytime you ever want. You let me know. Your channel, my channel.
Oh, buddy, I enjoy it, man. Oh, see, this thing shoots so good. Daggone it, it shoots so good.
Ah, if you're worried about it, just use it as a clay frame.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm shooting
Yeah.
clay now, yeah. But anyway, that's I have been eyeballing some though. Um, but I'm not one of those guys, and these kind of people sometimes irritate me. Um, it's like I don't understand why people would pay that much. Well, you make one, and I guarantee you'll change your. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, it's a lot. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not a maker by any shape of. I mean, I don't do this right here. I don't even know how to do this stuff, but I do make a lot of naturals, and just in that minimal thing I do, I I can't imagine, and I've seen the process for some, what goes into something like this or something you make. It's like you don't make that in an hour, you know. Um,
Oh no, definitely, definitely
it's a
not.
lot, and it's the
Yeah.
knowledge too, man. I at East Coast, I got to hear guys talking about tricks they use. I'm hearing guys that have been doing this for a while, and it's just like you got. It's just amazing the stuff you got to know to make this. I mean,
Yeah.
it's especially when you're gluing layers, and man, it's a
And
lot of stuff. And
just even the equipment that you need to use,
oh
like,
God, yeah,
yeah, just to make things easier. Actually, I'll show you something in a second.
yeah, yeah, man, because you got to factor in that too. Those tools that you got to have to make these.
So one of the issues I was having was how I'm going to recess these guys. So
Right,
when I'm making my clips, for example,
right,
what I started to do is on the back end, I would drill a hole coming through like through here with a 3 millimeter drill bit. Tiny little thing. Okay. Really tiny. I drill that hole. And
right,
then after that, that's with the clip on. So now my clip is it's still like little pieces that are way out here. Like
right,
they're way bigger than my frame, but it doesn't really matter. I just need to get that hole placement first.
right,
Then I take the clip off. So I put a piece of tape, like masking tape
right.
on both sides. So on the clip and on the frame, and I crazy glue the two tape ends together. And then I drill my holes.
Okay,
So I got my tiny little holes in there. Once that's done, on the back end, I remove the clip and I drill a 5 millimeter hole, which is the same size as the rib nut that goes in the back.
okay,
So I drill my 5 millimeter hole right through on all of those. That part of it takes a little bit of time. But then to countersink these things, I need an 8.5 or 9 millimeter end mill.
right,
But trying to line that up perfectly even, it's a
yeah,
nightmare.
right.
But I just recently found there's an end mill with a 9 millimeter end mill with a 5 millimeter like a guide stud on the end of it.
Are you kidding? Where'd you
No,
find that?
I found it on Amazon. I was just going through and this thing popped up. I'm like, where the fuck have you been all my life?
Oh my God,
And
that's a
yeah,
game
I took
changer.
that thing in and I quickly sent a message to Deez because Deez and I have been talking about building a little bit back and forth on what we do and whatever. And I'm like, here, bro, check this out. I'm like, this is done. This is done. It was like,
That's unreal.
yeah. And
Yeah,
everything's lined up. Like, that's perfect. Look at that. That's perfect.
it is perfect.
Yeah,
Well, that's
it's
what I'm saying.
perfect.
I mean,
Yeah.
and that's what we're talking about. People don't understand sometimes what goes into them. Um, I mean, just in that little conversation there. I mean, look at all the logistics and everything you had to work out and all this stuff. So when the price tag is above $50,
Yeah.
that's why. you know,
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
yeah,
And the worst thing is there's a lot of people out there that you're trying to ask them questions on stuff. There's a few guys like Jordan. I've had some questions about building. He's helped me out. Guy's a great
yeah.
dude.
Oh
But
yeah,
there's some people
Jordan.
there's some people I've asked out and like I got nothing. Like they don't
Yeah.
want to give up nothing,
Oh
And
yeah.
it's
Share it,
like
dude.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Like you're worried about my quality getting good because it's going to be a competition. I mean that's ridiculous. That's like me
That is
taking down my band.
ridiculous, man.
That's like me taking down my band making videos because I don't want anybody to be
Oh
as
yeah.
good as I can shoot.
Figure the secret.
It's
That's the truth.
it's so
That's
dumb.
what this
You
is
know?
about. We're exchanging secrets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird, but yeah, I was at the last term. I was listening to Ken Dyke. I don't know if you've ever met him, and some other guys, and they just talking about just different things they do. And man, I'm tell you what, it's just these guys have put some thought into this thing, man. You almost got to be a chemist sometimes in making this stuff.
oh,
Um,
yeah.
I guess that's the right word. One of those ist you got to be. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah, all that said, man, I'm definitely not one on the other side saying I don't understand why. I do understand it. I do understand. Um,
yeah.
it's a lot to it, and when you get it too, it's and I know this sounds weird, it's not really weird, but you kind of you're getting something that someone's put their heart and soul into, and especially like if I were to get one from you, I mean not this one, but this would be this Mark made this, um,
Yeah.
and so it's a little different, so
Well, I totally understand that. I mean, early on my channel, I did a couple of reviews on the Titan Hunter,
yeah,
and a couple of years went by, and then I won a giveaway on Chris's channel,
yeah,
and when he sent me the my winning, which and it took a long time for me to get it. I was kind of like, hey, what the hell's going on? You know, like
Yeah.
this is kind of weird. It's been like 2 months.
Right.
When I got it, he sent me two other frames with it. One of them was a companion, and one of them was an S90.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah. I
during
see those.
during that time of COVID, he was getting a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I came by your thing because of ATO's video," and he
Right.
sent them to me as a thank you because he
Oh
was out
wow.
of
That's
work and all
awesome.
kinds of stuff. And I'm like, "Fucking dude, man! Like you
Yeah.
are the fucking man," you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's awesome. You have people
Yeah.
like that because, and if you think about this too, I mean, from an advertising perspective, and I know I don't really get into all this stuff too, but it's like the when someone does getting someone to review that has a little bit of a following, it's beneficial. Even if like my channel, I guess I'm between 5 and 6 thousand. Okay, but if I were to do a review, I'm at least putting at any given time putting that frame in front of 1,000 plus people, even if
Yep.
100 people bought your frame. I mean, do the math. You know,
Even
um,
even 50,
that's
even
what I'm
10.
saying.
You know,
Right.
it's like,
It's well worth. If I made a frame, and I'm not trying to get people to start sending me frames. That's not the that's not what I'm trying to say here. But if I'm making frames and I want to get it out, I'm going to put that in the hand of a good influencer versus trying to do it because yeah, that may have cost me. I keep holding this one up. I don't know why. $20 to make, but man, if I can put it in their hands, it can get in front of 1,000 people. I can get 100, maybe 50 frames out of that, 50 sales out of that. That's
yep,
cheaper than me trying to pay someone else to advertise for me. And that's where YouTube's going anyway. I mean, even in the fishing market, people are getting away. They're going to the YouTubers now to advertise their product. It's cheaper for them.
yeah.
You know, um,
And less people are watching TV because there's all bullshit
that's
on
it.
there.
That's it. They're watching
Yeah.
YouTube channels where people are. So that's kind of so we work hand to hand. I guess where I was going with that.
Yeah.
And it benefits the maker too. It benefits them because we can get it in front of people. And on the
Yep.
flip side of that, make a good product. I don't want to. You know.
No, and the cool thing is that you can actually, like in my case, I try to shoot people as straight as possible every time. So I think a lot of people that watch my channel are kind of like, you know what, if he says it's a pretty good build, it's probably a pretty good build. You know,
Oh
like
yeah,
I've
yeah,
and I'm really good friends with Andrew from Prime Fork. I talk to that guy all the time,
yeah.
and there's been a couple of times where I've had a frame that I got from him, and there was one time he sent me a frame to do a review on, but it was kind of like a second.
Yeah.
Well, just to be clear,
Yeah.
but while I was in my live, I was having a problem with the band slipping out, and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" And one of the things he'd actually accidentally drilled it a little bit too deep, and the riv nut was touching the clip.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I was on live, and I'm like, "I can't hide this, you know,
Yeah.
I
Right.
can't hide this.
Right.
Here it
Well,
is.
that,
Let me."
that would be. I mean, and that's a safety issue. I mean, you shouldn't hide that.
No, yeah,
But
and I wouldn't, even
right.
though he's like a good buddy of mine, you know.
Right.
And I told him after, I said, "Look, dude, if you're gonna send me these things, you got to be careful, man. You know."
Hey, I've got one Simmer story. I ain't that whole thing, but there's and I don't contribute been me to his success. Okay, and I'm not going to name the guy, but he's selling frames now, doing great. He's a young guy, but in the beginning, he sent me about 4 or 5 frames. I mean, he was just starting out, and they were as far as quality and stuff like that. It wasn't there. But again, I didn't review those because he sent them to for review. Young guy, he's wanting to get started, but I felt that I would, if I told the truth about him, man, it'd be a rough start for you because I'm
Hmm.
gonna be honest. Not that it just one of them was just dangerous, but the rest of them were pretty good. But anyway, long story short, I told him that off script, off the. I mean, I sent him a message. Since then, he took it. He appreciated it, and to this day, I mean, he's doing great. He's making the products he's putting out are awesome. I've got a couple. Um, but yeah, it's just. But I feel if I would have went the other way with it and just really reviewed the ones he sent out, it'd been a rough start for him, Because, but
It,
anyway,
it was even for me when I first started out. I made a couple of Avros. I made a batch of 4 or 5 of them. They were just like 2 layer frames. I know Kyle's got one. There's a few others. I know Chuck and Steele had one. Kyle had one. Anyway, 2 other guys got them. And when I first made them, I was proud of them.
right.
I'm like, wow, like look what I made. This is cool. And I sent them out. And I know like from where that started to where I'm at today, two different things.
Oh yeah,
We all got to start somewhere. And
Right.
in the beginning, for the longest time, that's why I was only raffling off my slingshots, because you are going to get something that's shootable.
Right.
You are going to get something that's shootable that is you're only paying $10. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're paying a $10 raffle, a $10 spot. I pick a winner at the end, and I'm still getting money for my time and the materials, which
Right.
allowed me to buy the proper machinery that I needed to actually
Right.
do the job correctly. But
Right.
I did that, and I was kind of like, you know what, this is pretty damn good. You
Right.
know, this is pretty damn good.
Right.
Now I mean, this is actually is the second also, but this is way better than the one that I was
That
making.
looks sharp, man.
You know,
I like the handle on that one as well.
Randy Cassidy has got a beautiful one. I made one that was also, I call it a second because I screwed up on my bottom hole here. I was off center a tiny little bit.
Right.
It was like maybe by a millimeter, but
And see, I
for
wouldn't even worry about it's like
yeah,
that.
I know, but
I
it's
know.
just that it's me trying to be a perfectionist doing
Right.
something that
Right.
I'm making. I want it to be as good as possible, and
Right. Right. I understand that.
yeah, and it was just kind of like, fuck it, I'll sell it as a second. And then I was like, I don't know. And then Leon started making fun of me, telling me, you're being ridiculous. That thing's beautiful. What the hell are you
Oh
talking
yeah.
about? You know?
Yeah.
And then I ended up selling it.
Right.
Randy absolutely loves it. He
Oh,
loves it.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
And that's
So,
cool, man. That he found a design, and found because sometimes you find a design that fits you, man. You're just like, this is the one. It just falls in place, you know.
yeah.
Because I tell people all the time too, and I think I've heard you say this too. You know, I do believe that it's not the frame that makes the shooter. However, I do believe some frames just feel better in the hand. You know,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like both can be true at the same time. You know,
Oh, agreed. Agreed.
and so
You
and
can,
sometimes you'll find that one, man. And
you
yeah,
could,
it's a
like,
good thing.
when I designed this one, it's because I liked pinky holes.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I like a pinky hole. I find it locks my hand in, but the pinky hole has to be in the right spot. This
Yeah,
one, in my case, brings me right up close to that fork, and I shoot right off that tip. So
oh, it's perfect.
everything lines up good. I like 90 millimeter fork widths, so I took the 90 millimeter fork of the companion and I used that as my template for this
Right.
because
Oh,
I like having a wide fork. So I sharpened up that fork tips to where I like it. I've got a 27 millimeter fork tip on here, so I can put a really stinky band on there if I want to.
right.
I've got a big chunky ass end on it that forces my hand towards the fork with the pinky hole. So
Oh
all of
yeah.
those things that I'm talking about when I'm doing my reviews is in there. This
Right.
thing does not move around at all when I shoot it.
That'd be perfect. How long is that one? As far as the width, I think it's probably a
The width, you mean?
one the length of it.
Oh, top and bottom, it's
Yeah.
about 120.
Oh, that's perfect. See that's right. I
Yeah,
like 90, and that size is perfect. And I shoot 90 all the time. Now that's been the biggest thing about the adjustment with the axiom. The axiom obviously is not a 90. So when you bring it up, you got to adjust for that. That's been the biggest thing with the axiom for me is I'm having to rest of my frames I shoot, I stay kind of in the 90. So when I
but I think
change this,
I think the Axiom's like a 92 though with the sight, right?
I don't know. I think it's let me get a true 90 out here. I had one because I could be wrong. I could be talking about a different frame. Hold on one second. Okay.
Yeah, it's about it looks like it's about an 89 without the thing. Oh, maybe. Oh, hold on.
Well, I guess let's see. I'm trying to compare it to the Scout because the Scout, this is the 90. I've been shooting the Scout, what I consider the 90, and it's a quite a difference. Got it like a at the bottom. You got about a quarter, not even a quarter, probably about an eighth of
But
an inch. It just seems like forward versus the Scout. This is the one that the 90. I guess I've been shooting for
is that the
years.
LT?
Oh yes, this is the LT. This is
Yeah,
yeah,
the
this is the
the, L,
Pro.
the LT's a 92.
Yeah, and see that's why, and I guess in my reference, I'm referencing this being the standard for 90. It's a little shorter, not
Yeah.
that much, but it's a different shot. I have to shoot this one higher. Is the point and all that for my and I hate moving anchor points. I just hate it. For me, I know some people do it, but I shoot right in here, and this one I had to go up a little higher with it. Um,
Ah,
so
Jordan got it here. He said the Axiom should be 90 at the center of the fiber optic. So it's a little bit above the fork tip. So
Yeah.
it's like a 91, I guess.
Yeah.
91 overall.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, you don't know everything, so
LT2 is a 95. Yeah,
yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, that explains the difference.
that explains it. Yeah.
I shot this for long. So my anchor point for years was really based upon this frame here, and I
But
got other frames that are
but it's
with
kind of
with
funny that you shoot the Sparrow so well because the Sparrow's an 83.
it's weird. And now what I did with that, I got the band's different. Because sometimes, well, like if I don't want to change my anchor point, and I got a more narrow frame. If I let's say I'm shooting most time I shoot a .5 6-inch active, and 12 to 20. That's sort of my go-to. Now, if I put that same frame, that same band on on this one, it's going to shoot high. It's shooting
Shoot high.
high.
Yeah.
So rather than I either got the just on the end, and then most times that's what I'll do. I'll make the adjustment down frame. But if I'm going to shoot this a lot, which I do, I I make the adjustment on the band.
You just
I'll shoot
give
like a
another half inch or something.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll slow it down on here.
Yeah.
I'll either whether that's a different thickness band or instead of shooting a 12-20, I'll shoot a 12-18, something like that. I kind of back it down.
Yeah.
That way I can maintain that. And at 10 meters, you don't really see a drop a lot. Now, if I were to go further out and try that same deal, you would the drop would probably be more pronounced. But 10 meters, a lot of times you don't see it. I mean, it's still flying in there pretty straight. Because again, at 10 meters, you don't have to shoot through the target; you just got to hit it. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. You know, and that's something in tournament. I was watching people shoot, and again, I'm not the guru on it. I shoot comfortable enough to get it down there and make a good impact. But I saw some guys, man, when they hit it, you could hear it across the room. It's like, dude, man, that's a lot you got on there, and I don't understand that. To each his own. But if you're hitting that hard, I imagine the resistance is pretty stout. And I
Yeah.
like a light resistance. So yeah, a lot of factors go into what for the taper I choose. But anyway, I said all that to say this. To answer your question, with these, I if I'm going to shoot a lot, which I shoot this a lot, I make the adjustment on my band. I just back the band up a little bit.
Yeah.
Keep the
Yeah.
same. I keep the same uh, active draw length on it. I don't change anything out. I try not to move this. I just have so much trouble when I try to move it.
No,
Because you
that's the
never
worst
know.
thing to do, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
because again, what people understand too is like that just that movement from here to here, it makes a big difference downfield, you
Yep.
know, and so down range rather. And so I try
The,
not to.
the only thing I'll do with my anchor is I always anchor with my thumbnail on my cheekbone.
All right,
Sometimes a frame is going to have longer forks on it where you have to hold it, like say back here.
right,
I will move the anchor point the same height, just farther
outside.
back on my face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
yep,
the only thing I'll do. Doing
yep.
any of this, I try to avoid that at all costs.
Right, right.
Because then I get this giant spot on my face that winds up feeling kind of numb.
Oh yeah.
And after a lot of shooting, and I never really know if I'm in the right spot. So
Well, that's me, and I don't like the dancing because I've done that, you know. And
yeah,
so, with all that said, that's why for me, I just try to I try to maintain this, and if that means changing the band set to back it up a little, and I'm talking about in the context of 10-meter shooting, um, I'll back up on the band rather than trying to move this, you know. Now some people are different. Some people, you know, now, if I'm not shooting it again, if I'm not shooting this a lot, you know, if it's just I'm gonna pick it up every once a month. I'm not doing none that I've said. I'm gonna throw a 12 to 20 on here, and I'll just make the adjustment on the range
yeah,
end.
you
You know,
just gap shoot.
yeah, I'll gap shoot.
Yeah,
If I'm shooting a
that's what
lot,
I
I'm
do
not gonna
mostly
gap
with
shoot.
85s.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and that works out. I need to read some of this, man. I'm getting here yapping, and there's some good conversation going on, and I'm just
yeah.
terrible. I apologize.
I'm just going to give you guys a quick warning. I'm down to 15% battery, so we'll ride this for another 5 or so, then we'll have to wrap it up. It sucks because I could
Okay.
talk to this dude all day.
Oh, me too. In fact, I was going to mention that too. Whenever you want, yeah, I totally get it because I gotta go do I'm going to try to do the church thing today if I
Yeah,
can. But let's see. I started shooting long draw yesterday. I don't tell you long draw. Do you shoot any long draw?
yeah. I shot a little.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
got to be crazy. Crazy folks shoot long draw. Yeah.
But I've tried it. I have tried it. Now I've had some good people get. I mean, I've had one on one. Yeah, I went to East Coast. I had like three people. Wes got to won it. He showed me a little bit. Uh,
Yeah.
Chuck and showed me a little bit. I think Rex showed me a little bit. I had a couple of these guys. They shoot. I just can't. I ain't saying I can't do it. Oh man, it's fast, but I don't know,
I don't
man.
know.
They got it,
I
man. They get all down here like hugging the world and they do it. I just can't, dude. Um.
I just shot myself in the face enough to say, "Fuck this."
Oh yeah.
Back to short draw.
Just take the
Yeah.
whole side of your face off.
Yep.
But them guys do it good. I tell you another guy who's good. Shooting the long draw was Darren Glenn Cook. You ever met him,
No, never met him.
dude? Uh, super guy. I mean, one of my favorite people on the planet. Him and
Oh,
his
really?
wife Sarah. But they go to Georgia Bushcraft a lot, and I get to see him. But he shoots a long draw that man, it's beautiful in its form, and he's good with it. Um, so yeah, guys, them guys, they're just good. I just can't. I don't know. I just short draw. Um, I'm
I
short
think
draw stubborn.
I think Robert Pursley too. I think he shoots a little long draw also, right?
Robert.
But with tubes.
Oh yeah, Robert Purse. I'm tell you what. He was. I got to meet him first time. Super guy, but he to watch him shoot is just a great thing because he's got like a kung fu kata. He does. I mean, he
Yeah.
just and it's so precise and dude, he does it when I watch him shoot. It's really good because he does the same movement every time. So, and that's another thing too. When you because you know this consistency is the key, and it's not just with your material, but just with everything. You know, just kind of try to be consistent in everything, and he does it, man.
Yeah.
It's an art
Repeat
to watch.
everything all the time, and that's part of my thing. That's why I always got my ammo on a necklace
Yeah.
because I like to keep everything in this little box, that I'm
Oh
in.
yeah.
I put my hands in, my elbows in. I just grab it, load my pouch, fiddle around with my two hands because I'm a cripple,
Yeah.
and then anchor to my face, stretch it out,
Explain
aim
that.
and shoot.
Explain that to me, because I see you doing that. I see a couple of the guys. eh, What's the thinking behind it? And I think it's great. As far as
Well,
planting on your face first.
I have a few reasons for it.
Okay.
The most reason because I started off watching Fowler, and Fowler would always draw down. He'd draw down onto the ground and then pull it up, and I understand the safety part of it,
Right.
but I couldn't get my anchor point to be consistent like that all the time.
Right.
And I would get up here, and then I'm in full draw, and I'm holding it longer, and I'm like,
You're all over the
where,
place. Okay.
yeah, where is it at? Oh, there it is. Okay, and then I'd shoot, but I don't know if you ever saw the video. I did a video on holding your ammo and what effect that has on speed.
Okay.
So trying to be consistent as it can be, I would draw, and in my head I had to count one Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi, and I tried to let the shot go within that 3 seconds. Because
Right.
in between 3 and 5 seconds was 10 feet per second speed that I would lose.
Right.
And the longer you went, the more slow your shot would be.
Right.
So I tried to eliminate that part of it from my shooting. So when
Okay.
I started doing this, I started, okay, let's find the anchor point first. There it is. Stretch out one Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi. I'm on target. And on my draw, when I'm looking down my bands, I'm already looking down my bands and I'm approaching the target right away.
That's yeah. Yeah. Well, I see the logic yeah, I see your logic. I thought I'd ask because I've seen you do it, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but that
Because
that was
I
my
mean,
that was my
I can
reasoning
see
behind it.
that when you
Yeah,
because when you set it and bring it up, then you're fighting this end plus you're trying to steady this end.
yeah,
But what you
and
already have it and push out, so you just push straight out. Is that what you do?
yeah, straight up. And what part of my deal was is like it's part of my shot. So I'm messing around with a smaller pouch this time, so it's messing me up a little bit. But I always line my pouch up with that little line in my knuckle,
Okay,
and that's where I hold my pouch. Okay.
right,
I lined the crease of my finger right here with the edge of my frame. So
right,
when I do my draw, see if I can get this. Everything, everything should be just about straight when I'm getting
yeah,
ready to shoot.
okay,
So it's all part of my setup. So now when I'm getting ready to take my shot, I anchor, stretch my shot out, and I try to let it rip. And when I'm
Well, that
shooting my
makes sense.
five,
Well, I see your logic, and that's another thing too. It's that's why I asked because sometimes when they explain the why, it's just like, dude, that makes sense.
kind of
Um,
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. No, I get it, man. That's awesome. That
And
is,
I guess for some people, like if they do it the way Fowler does it or whatever, I
yeah.
mean, there's no really wrong way. I mean,
No,
I yeah, I do it the way I do it because it kind of got me to be to have everything lined up and set up with every single shot the way I want to hold it, the way I want to feel it in my hand,
right,
and all that stuff. So that was part of it. Was I knew that this could be an issue.
right,
So as long as I stretching out, I should have a pretty straight hold for the most part.
right,
Sometimes I'll be a little bit forward, a little bit backward, but it doesn't affect the shot that much. But if you're too much, it will.
right. You know what? With that said, we talking about the rocking. Now this is the only this is one place that I can see a optic can be if you're having trouble in that area. If you're not having trouble, this what I'm about to say does not even mean nothing. But if you're having trouble with rocking it and you got an optic, all you do when you pull back, just make sure you look at your optic. Make sure your optic if your optic's straight up, then your frame's straight up. If you don't see your optic, then you're canting. So that's
Yeah,
another thing. I just threw that in when you was doing that. But
yeah.
other than
And
that,
and and when I first started out, I was shooting a GZK Hammer Pro.
how do you like
Okay.
that one? I always dreamed of getting one when I first started. That was the one I wanted to get.
Yeah. That's what I started shooting with, and I got a TTF version, which I found was weird because I first got it, I shot great with it, and then I just couldn't shoot it no more. And I don't know what changed, and I still haven't figured out TTF. TTF shooters are crazy, but
Yeah.
I I I was shooting with one of those sights that they have, and the sight that they have is kind of like a long one.
Right.
It's kind of like I don't know. It's like
It,
maybe
it
three
comes
eighths
out.
wide.
It comes
Yeah,
out off the top, or
yeah. It comes out on top, but it's a line right with your fork, but it's kind of long. So when I was stretching out there, I knew that if I was up or down, I could use that to straighten out my forks,
right, right,
which
right,
which was okay. But I didn't like the fact that it blocked my. When I got my
right.
Titan
Yeah,
Hunter, that changed
yeah.
everything for me. Yeah,
No, I didn't
yeah,
mean to interrupt you. I saw you doing. I was like, yeah, that's the only reason. Like on here, on this one, since it's low, I kind of keep it on there only because it kind of keeps them rocking forward. But
yeah.
anyway, um,
Oh,
the
oh,
way you're explaining all this is awesome. It makes perfectly good sense.
okay, guys. I'm sorry, Jason. I got a boogie.
Okay, buddy.
I've got like 5%, and it's gonna go real quick.
Okay.
But dude,
Hey, I've
this
enjoyed
was
it, buddy.
yeah, this was awesome. I love chatting with you. You're an awesome dude. Thanks for everything you do in the community, and I hope we can do it again.
Hey, same to you, my friend. Same to you. Appreciate you.
You have anything you want to say to people at home before we split?
Hey, man, have fun with this thing. Don't overthink it. This is the best thing ever. Just have fun with it.
All right, everyone. You guys take care, stay safe, get on practice, be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. And hit up YouTube. Say stop fucking around with Mark's Mark's lives. Bye
Later,
for now.
Tater.
Ciao.